Hello, everybody. We're just starting the second speech session of Travel Tech Asia Pacific. Right now, we will start with a video of 5 minutes with all our sponsors. And after that, we're going to have Frank Trampert from Sabre showing you for 25 minutes all their solutions. So keep tuned and listen to him. Frank, thank you too much to be here. Let's go with the video.
When talking about building engagement and excitement through virtual experiences, the finest platform out there, Virtual Console, offers an unmatched solution. A do-it-for-you platform, Virtual Console offers an end-to-end tech solution that enables our clients to create personalized and custom events in just 48 hours. While the platform remains easy to use and navigate, assistance and support is available at every step to create a seamless experience. Not only is the platform scalable, varying participant sizes, it has proven to be cost-efficient. Let's explore the various features that Virtual Console has to offer. The attendees log in using an email ID or mobile number and enter the lobby area, which has event and partner branding, along with various speaker profiles and agenda for the event. Public and one-on-one chat functionalities, along with breakout rooms, enable attendee interaction. Attendees then proceed to the auditorium, where all the action lies. And the Expo Center offers partners their booths with networking and lead generation opportunities. Attendees can see glimpses of the event in the gallery. Virtual Console offers in-depth event analytics to ascertain and track the attendee touchpoints, time spent across various functions, and beyond. Let us have a look at something Virtual Console recently put together for one of our clients with over 3,000 attendees. A creative, captivating, customized, and cost-efficient solution by Virtual Console that meets the purpose and delivers beyond expectations. With the changing times and trends, it's time to bet big on virtual events and experiences. Trust us to be the virtual event solution specialist you need. Virtual Console, here to deliver. Book your demo with us at Virtual Console.
Hello, everyone. We have now from Trampert, from Sabre. He will start the presentation for Sabre Solutions. Frank, thank you so much to be here. We as the second edition and the second day of the pitch sessions, so don't lose it. Pay attention on Frank. Frank, you have 25 minutes from now. It's all yours. You can share your screen. I'm going to add your screen right now. Everybody can see your screen. Go ahead, my friend. Thank you very much.
Fantastic. Well, thank you. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. It's unbelievable. I'm traveling and I'm in a hotel, so hope my internet connection will be okay. But I'm really thrilled to be here with you today. And firstly, I hope I'll be able to give you all some unique insights on the world, sort of in COVID, halfway out of COVID, hopefully at the end of COVID, and to inspire the world of hospitality and travel tech with some unique perspectives. So I'll be talking today about the pandemic, how it has inspired change, of course, and the trends we're seeing at the moment, heading into the next few months and also into the next sort of couple of years. We have a specific plan around the future. We call it our new marketplace for 2025, and we look at that horizon with quite a bit of an excitement. So, and importantly to know, how hotels, of course, can capitalize on these emerging trends. That's what I would like to cover today. So before I do that, let me give you some context, first of all, on numbers. So you can see here some of the productions. You can see our portfolio of hotels around the world and some of our customers. And typically Sabre works with more than 40,000 properties around the world. That's roughly about 40% of the world's leading hotel brands, and we handle 11 billion shopping requests a month, in average. So if you can call something an average these days, but for some of the biggest names in the hospitality space. So we're really well positioned to help the community through the crisis. So exactly how do we do that? So how do we support our hospitality partners from small hotels to family-run properties to the global, multi-brand, enterprise hotels group? And in a nutshell, we provide powerful technology and expertise that unlocks, revenue opportunities. Revenue generation is the key word, really enabling hoteliers, as I said, begin small to amaze their guests. And hoteliers have always been looking at ways to increase revenue, right? That's a big focus and a big topic, even more so than ever, and reduce the costs at the same time, streamline procedures, while improving, guest experience. It's been a huge focus throughout. So let's have a look at some of the data and trends. The whole industry was brought to a standstill literally just a few months ago. But now, we're all looking towards recovery and to future growth. And you can see here that the hospitality industry continues to lead the way when it comes to recovery. Certainly when we compare to the agency and the airline business, we can definitely see a multiple uptrend on the hospitality side of the equation. However, it's important we don't just, sit back and wait for the recovery to come. Now it's the time to ensure that hoteliers, have the right strategy in place and the right technology, of course, to support the recovery. So let's how is Sabre supporting this recovery and ultimately the growth? Let's take a look at who we are, Sabre as a business, the value we provide to the industry, as well as our vision and how that has changed as a result of the pandemic. We know that every hotel has a story. And that story may have changed fundamentally during the pandemic. As a result of ongoing, border and geographic closures around the world, hotels that may once have had concentrated on international guests, have now had to turn to sort of the domestic sector. And that's a different trend. It requires a different behavior, a different way of thinking. And that means that while guests usually see their hotel as a springboard to explore the area, domestic travelers already know the area and are looking sort of for the hotel to be the experience itself. So the story has changed, but what remains is, our commitment, Saber's commitment to help the hospitality partners to immerse their guests in their hotel, their city, their culture, and their experiences, both at the hotel, of course, and beyond that. So we connect the dots, right? So we're enabling intelligent revenue possibilities through innovative solutions that are seamlessly connected on a platform that sails and scales with your hotel needs. So all you can attract more guests, automate more operations, and simplify more travel complexities to deliver, millions of memorable, personalized experience. That's the ultimate objective. So together we make travel happen, because our platform isn't just about driving bookings; it's about creating innovation that drives growth. And as you can see, it's one powerful SynXis platform that really sort of fuels it all. And on the next slide, just 1 second, I'm trying to maneuver here. Here you go. So our platform is a high performing service oriented cloud-based solution, and we typically process at Sabre over 1 billion trips per year. So it's quite a bit of volume that goes through. We know our platform must scale, must be stable, and must have high security. That's a big issue in the industry these days. And we do understand, you have business goals to achieve, guests to delight, and revenue to be made, and hotels to run. So this is why our platform was built with one pure thing in mind, and that is you as our customer, to make your job much simpler. And our platform is built as a single ecosystem with a retail engine at its core that enables more opportunities not possible with any other hospitality platform. And I specifically say retail because we take aspiration from the retail industry, who has done exceptionally well in customizing offerings. And as part of that retail experience or admiration, we include in our offering what we call sort of an offer engine or a retailing engine. We have a modern API architecture that's open for you to use. And we have deeply integrated solution, a myriad of solutions from a channel perspective, but also from on-prem or on-premise perspective. And we believe that our intelligent retailing approach will enable new retailing and revenue opportunities for you. So it allows you to configure products the way you want. It enables you to scale at a much more rapid pace. And our platform isn't about doing what we want and you living within those decisions. It's really that our ad platform is enabling you ultimately to, expression of freedom, I would say. You can really do anything you need and want within that platform. So why do hoteliers continue to select us? Despite the pandemic, we continue to win new business and renew existing partnerships. And that's because our hotel partners trust our people and our platform. And they know that we are driving the innovation needed for the industry recovery and the future growth. And today, as well as well into the future. So you already saw sort of a snapshot of the hoteliers we work with, and here are a few more of those well-known names around the globe. And as you can see, it's a mixture between partners, between hotels, between mid-market hotels, economy class hotels, luxury hotels, enterprise businesses. So 40% of the world's leading hotel brands, really rely on those Sabre Hospitality SynXis solutions. So let's have a look, at the portfolio of those solutions and how they work and what kind of things they contain and how it's set up. So the first one I want to talk about, and I probably spend a little bit more time on this one. It's our SynXis booking engine, which drives over 10% growth in direct bookings on hotel websites. And it's been renovated, it's been rejuvenated, it's been completely built up from the ground up into the cloud, and it powers commerce and retailing on hotel websites with a deep focus on branding and conversions. And I think the latter one is really important. So the solution is continuously optimized for changing preferences and online booking behaviors of travelers. So let's go a bit deeper into the actual functionality and talk about what it is. Urgency triggers and value indicators, for example. So number of lookers, bookers and, rooms left, those kinds of urgency alerts drive a sense of urgency in the booking process. Another one is enhanced e-commerce analytics. This is around benchmarking and really a consistent usability testing. And the SynXis booking engine is continuously optimized for greater engagement, higher conversions, and top performance. You'll also see an increase in ROI of your digital campaigns with highly contextual remarketing using data on booking engine activities. Another one is, mobile first. Really, as you know, the world is dominated by mobile and really a modern design that customers are attracted to. So no matter how and where your guests access your booking engine, they'll be delighted with the experience every single time. It's an integrated sort of dynamic packaging capabilities, and those built-in features and functionalities and merchandising capabilities help to increase and upsell revenue, of course. And in today's world, everybody is looking for more numbers and more revenues. It's member-only rates capable, and they're shown before the login in order to incentivize guests to book direct as members of your loyalty program. And of course, it has a shopping cart and OTA price comparison tool, and the shopping cart kind of features increases the engagement and reduces the bounce rate of shoppers. It's fast loading times, right? So page load times really matters. And that is around the world. We work with Google Cloud. And of course, you have heard about that relationship. I talk a little bit about it at the end of the prezzo. A delay of a few seconds could cause visitors to drop off. And our average page load time in recent months has been just over 5 seconds. That's global average, and our teams are continuously optimizing the technology stack to achieve the page load time target under 5 seconds. And the booking designer tool is another very cool features. It controls your brand experience and end-to-end through self-customization capabilities in what we call Booking Engine Designer. It's a free graphical, no code, what you see is what you get kind of tool to update Booking Engine design instantly. It has full CRS integration, so you can use it singularity, you can use it on the platform. It leverages the power of the SynXis platform. Of course, if you are on the same platform, you get much greater scalability and performance across all the other products, and advanced pricing strategies, of course, as well, are natively extended into the SynXis booking engine. And last but not least, on booking engine, it's scalable architecture. And I think as we grow and add more hotels, SB really serves as the e-commerce engine for thousands of properties globally. And year over year, it drove a 15% growth in direct bookings for each of the hotels. So I think that's quite a respectable performance. I want to talk a bit about our digital experience here, and think of us like an extension of your business. So we take the role of like a digital agency, right? So we're a hospitality-focused digital marketing agency company with a passion to drive results for our hoteliers. And I want to give you again a little glimpse, as to how that works and what we do. So we serve over 1 billion advertisements for hotels every year. We have seen a much improved ad spend over 2020 and particularly in the first half of 21. And our services include, digital acquisition, reporting and analytics across PPC, meta, display, and search. So in all those areas, if you want to complement your GDS business on your direct business side, that's the place to go, and that's the place to do it. We leverage a single system of records for rates and availability, and of course, as I said before, we're fully cloud-based. So in this case, SynXis Property Hub is our next product that I want to get you familiarized with. It's a mission-critical guest decision-based, at the center of guest decision-based application. It's built with a guest-centric workflow in mind. It's all in the cloud, and it leverages, again, a single system for rates and availability. So let me advance the slide and get you some details around this as well. Firstly, the high level value offered by the product is really highlighted, sort of a visual of the UI, and that's really compared to the old days. It's really sort of user guided. Think of it like Apple. You don't really need a manual. If you look at the screen, it sort of automatically guides you through the UI. So it's very modern. It's built on an enterprise-grade platform, and SynXis Property Hub is a guest-centric, cloud-native PMS. I think that's important. and it is designed to transform the experience for the hotel associates as well as the guest, right? Fast check-ins, but also easy usability. It puts the guest at the heart of all the interactions and workflows, while really streamlining sort of the daily operations at the back end, from reservations to room management, payments, check-in, check-out, housekeeping, accounting, and last but not least, reporting. It offers a mobile optimized design with intuitive dashboards. I sort of mentioned the sort of kind of easy way to navigate. It's easy to use housekeeping functions, reporting, and again, a guest-centric kind of workflows. It comes very natural by using the application. And you can easily manage, your property away from the front desk using any device. So that's a cool feature. And our vision with SynXis Property Hub is to make the technology transparent, to the hotel operations while transforming the guest engagement on property, right? We all want to spend more time with our customers in, again, I have to point this out, increasing revenue per guest and streamlining the operations. Many hotels are struggling with resources, and certainly tools like this will help you to manage even, more compellingly your business. The next product I sort of want to talk about is our channel connectivity product. It's more than just a typical channel manager that or are maybe today connected with, and it provides leading capabilities for connecting to a wide range and a number of global and regional OTAs. So again, let me dive in a little bit, and let me give you some context here. When we have hotels adopt our integrated CM solution, we can see up to 20% uplift versus basic integrations that we see in the marketplace. It includes, regional and global OTAs. I think that's very important, and we have multiple ways how we can connect. It works across the CRS, the PMS, and revenue management system, and it provides the ability for rate pricing and inventory management. So it's a really holistically integrated, cool tool. And then, of course, I wouldn't be working for a GDS if I wouldn't introduce to you, or a GDS company who has a history in that area for corporate travel. I wouldn't be able to bypass our business travel services. And here is where when you focus on the corporate side of the equation, complete your bidding processes, your negotiated rates, and also where you handle consortia. And the product and services to manage your corporate negotiated agreements, are all part of this sort of integrated platform. And, business travel services really provides, one second, didn't advance my slide here. Here you go. So, business travel services really provides a comprehensive set of solution and tools, and also relationships that better connect you to the corporate world and provide you a higher ROI, right? Because you have extreme visibility, it is very fast to respond, and you have exposure and can take advantage of packaged pricing through attracting and being attractive to consortia, where you can, of course, churn, again, more revenue opportunities. The next product, I think, which is really important as we see the domestic market and the leisure market quite fundamentally growing, is our tour manager. And I think the best way to describe this would be, wholesale made easy. And it reaches hundreds of tour operators and destination management companies with really dynamic rates management and availability. And it includes, of course, automated reservation and delivery. Specifically interesting for the leisure market segments, we have, two-way integration, it automated rates and inventory. We have it connected to more than 100 of the largest global tour operators and DMCs. It's self-service enabled and easy to administer. And of course, it complements well your omni-channel distribution strategy, which has to be a focus these days. And leisure hotels worldwide, still have greater than 20% of their room nights production managed manually. So this is a cool tool to help you to create greater levels of efficiencies. I can't not talk about GDS Media. It's another one of our corporate products that's continuously evolving. It connects you with more than 415,000 travel agencies around the world. Of course, it increases your chance by a factor of 4 to get booked by travel agencies globally, administered, through SMEs and support in each regions. And our hotels who subscribe to our GDS media are 4 times more likely to get booked by travel agencies. So it's 99% of all bookings are being made, from first screen search results, and you're perfectly placed by utilizing the product. Call center, hey, it's been seeing a revival sort of globally as more people need more guidance and more help as they plan travel. Capacity constraints and customer increased needs, as I sort of said, for that travel-related segment, really gave the product a tremendous boost. Nothing really replaces the human connection who brings powerful tech into play, where information can be easily provided, and then it enables a swift access, to all the required info. And it's a full-service global follow-the-sun integration. So we have anything you need in many different languages, and that should set you up definitely for success. It's follow the sun. We have 2.5 million calls per year we handle. It generates up to 600,000 reservations on an annualized basis, and the revenue generated that we do out of this product for hotels is in the ballpark of 340 million globally. It's really quality results, right? We conduct test calls. We of course fulfill service levels at a very high rate with very low abandoned rates at 3.6%. And it's really high level value offered by the product. We see built-in enterprise grade platform performance. It's cloud native. Again, it puts the guest at the heart of all interactions and workflows, while streamlining daily hotel operations, from reservations to room management, payments, check-in, check-out, housekeeping, again, accounting and everything else. All of that kind of stuff is easily manageable and visible on the platform. And then I want to talk. 1 second. I need to advance my slide. I have to switch back and forth. And of course, I want to talk about, in summary, how this all comes together for Sabre, right? And at Sabre, our focus continues to be on offering solutions that span the entire travel landscape across retailing, distribution, and fulfillment. This is our core business, and that's what we're good at. Our products serve to enhance the guest experience and differentiate you at every point in the journey. Your properties are unique, and that should be reflected at every touch point. Our solutions really provide data and insights to help you manage complexities related to your distribution strategy. And when you think about the number of potential hotel rooms and room rate combinations, it's in the billions. And when you think about the number of channels, where inventory can be sold, it adds even more complexities. And for all of that, the platform really provides you with a very unique ability to manage your business. So, and as you look forward to the future, you think about, who do you want to partner with? And we believe we are a very good partner for the future. We're very future oriented. We take aspirations from the industry, as said before, the retailing industry in particular. And of course, we are uniquely positioned, with deep hospitality and travel industry domain knowledge, so we can give you the right data and insights to drive the future of retailing and hospitality. And the landscape is for sure changing. And Sabre is a trusted industry-leading distributor partner. We have a proven track record with middle market and enterprise customers, and we can help you to optimize across all channels and guest touch points. Our focus is on hospitality and being a hotelier, and you are a hotelier, so of course, let's us focus on the technology together, and I believe that's a successful mix. We believe the future is exciting, and we look forward, of course, to partner with you on all of this together. And I'm racing because I'm almost done with my presentation. And so the future is set to get even more exciting with the development of the Sabre Travel AI. And as I sort of said earlier, I want to spend a minute to talk about our relationship with Google. We've signed a long-term strategic agreement. It's a cool partnership. It focuses on 3 distinct elements. One is the cloud migration. We're moving our products and have for the largest portion already moved into the cloud. It really replaces Google Flight Search with Sabre Travel Tech. And then we also have created an innovative framework, and that's powered by machine learning and AI. And here the slide is talking a little bit about this. And the Sabre Travel AI is a technology that we have embedded within our platform, and then it drives the development of cool products such as the intelligent retailing engine, which we just launched with our airline business. So in summary, I think that Sabre is very well positioned, not only to manage through the crisis, to come strongly out of the crisis. Our sales has increasing, our revenue continues to build back up faster than what we see in other travel businesses around the world, and we're excited to work with you in creating, a strong finish for 2021 and an even more successful 2022. So thank you for listening. I hope this was helpful, and I see you hopefully somewhere around the world in one of the conferences. So thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Frank, for your entire presentation. We're very happy to have you here. So I will add right now Theodoros Katsimpras from Book Online Now. That's going to be the next. Frank, so much to be here. I expect that the next year we'll have you again presenting Sabre here. Be always.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me. Cheers. All the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Mr. Theodoros Katsimpras, what I can say.
Hello, Vinny.
9 years working together, friend, but I can see that you are not so happy. It's very eerie. And you started yesterday also, so you didn't sleep. Did you have your twins?
Not yet. They're coming. That's why. Preparations are happening.
So everybody, I would like to present you Theodoros Katsimpras, CEO of Book Online Now. Book Online Now is a company with direct bookings and also B2B platform that have presence in more than 27 countries with more than 38,000 hotels all over the world. And Theodoros will show what Book Online Now can do. I cannot do spoilers at the end as a CEO and co-founder of Travel Tech. I'm so sorry for the other sponsors, but one thing that Book Online Now has is the unique platform, and I'm a specialized person on technology, and I know most, not all of them, but at least 50-60% of the tools that we have on the market. And Book Online Now do things that nobody else can do, as create like Iceland of markets. But I will let Theodoros speak. If not, I'm gonna lose all my sponsors. Theodoros, welcome, man. All yours.
Thank you.
Let's start your screen, please.
Let me share my screen. I think I'm okay.
Okay, now, yeah. Go ahead.
So,
you have 25 minutes.
Thank you very much, Vinny. Thank you for the kind words. Always happy cooperating, and especially here in Travel Tech, I've seen that we have a great audience. So the thing that I will do today is not slides through a PDF or a presentation. So I will try and show directly the product of Book Online Now live, also some things at the back office of Book Online Now, so that most of our audience will understand which are the tools that actually we present and feel that help the hotel increase direct sales and, of course, brand awareness. So what you're seeing here in the screen right now is the booking engine of Book Online Now. It's the desktop laptop version and that we use, so it's a full responsive. So I will talk generally. You've heard that mobile is, let's say, the trend. So actually, this is the version we are running for desktops, laptops, and tablets till 9 inches. If we go lower to mobile devices, then we have a dedicated version, especially for mobile devices, which is this one. So actually, the feel and look of each of one, either the desktop version or the mobile version in terms of colors, background image, etc., can be implemented according to the feel and look of the official website of the hotel. I point this out because somebody entering the official website of the hotel wishes to feel that he's not leaving the environment of the official website, but he still continues on the booking engine, and it's the same brand awareness. So that's why I'm concentrating a lot on the colors. Generally speaking, all booking engines usually add all the details that exist at the official website also in the booking engine part. So also in Book Online now, there are a variety of things that you can upload at the booking engine, 3D, videos, YouTube, whatever you wish, in order all the information to be present at the booking flow so that the client doesn't leave the booking process and returns back to the official website in order to check any information that he might have missed during his navigation in the official website. So two things that I want to highlight here is, one thing is the special offer section. Special offer section is a section where somebody can display, a hotelier can display as limited offers as he wishes. So he can have a very nice picture here displayed, a title of the offer, display the offer that he's talking, and just beneath a Book Now button. So what does the Book Now button actually do? You see here we have an offer that says reserve 45 days ahead to arrival and get 20%. So when somebody is clicking Book Now, he will be driven directly to the search criteria, the search result, the restrictions that the hotelier has set this offer to be valid for. So as you see, the booking engine has been driven to a search 45 days ahead from today. If it had a minimum stay as well, it would apply a minimum stay. So actually, here you have the visibility of the room type, the rate plans that exist, and if it's a discounted rate, as this was a special offer, initial price, final price, how much money you actually save. So all those offers, you can create unlimited offers, and what we also tell to our hoteliers is that they need to use the direct links those offers create. So if I take you to the back office of Book Online now, this is called pricing rules and offers. So actually you can create unlimited offers, you can give a title, as I told you, extended description, and then play with the restrictions and the discount. So you can give a discount and play with the activation rules, when the arrival date is, when the departure date is, when the reservation date is, what time the reservation occurs, how many days ahead to arrival, which is the minimum stay, how many guests are searching the searches for. So you can play with one only rule or combined rules, and then you can decide whether this discount is for one rate plan or multiple rate plans, for all the rooms or one room only. And here's the more dynamic thing, which is the booking sources. So you can isolate a discount, you can isolate a rate plan, you can isolate a package, which I will show you in later stages, for specific segments or machines. So you can decide that this is only for mobile devices, or this is only for mobile devices and tablets. So you can isolate those discounts and be visible only in sources you are wishing. Moreover, there are the loyalty scheme that I will discuss to you as well. So you can decide that this, let's say, is only for gold members or only for a specific promo code that is used. Moreover, something new that we have added here is the geolocation of each rate or each discount. So you can decide that this discount can be isolated only for specific countries or country, or you can exclude countries from the search. But also, this direct link is the link I told you here in the front end as Book Online, Book Now. So actually, by taking this direct link and adding in our official website where we have a special offer section, or in social media describing any discount, this direct link is the link that drives the client directly to the search result the offer is valid for. So you can very easily run campaigns, you can send it in a newsletter and drive the client directly to the search result the offer is valid. Talking about loyalty scheme, at the front end, there is a member login section. Through Book Online now, when somebody is booking directly, he's receiving two emails. Of course, one email is the confirmation of his reservation. The second email that he receives is that he has become a member of the hotel. So actually, with his email and password provided, whenever he enters inside, the system remembers the details of the client. Now, you as a hotelier, or a hotel chain, you can run multiple discounts, multiple rate plans, isolated specifically to specific gold members, silver members, diamond member. So you can have the so-called leveling. We call it VIP in our system. So actually you can come at the back office and create multiple levels. Let's say somebody booking for the first time is a silver member, but you can create a level like gold and deciding that if somebody has spent, let's say, $1,500 as an amount in a reservation in the hotel or the hotel chain, should be transferred directly from silver to gold member. Gold members, again, could have different discounts, different rate plans, different packages. So this is the dynamic part of the special offer in the member login. Coming back, talking about experiences, and what I usually say to webinars is that clients wish to have an experience when they come to the hotel. So it's not only about selling room rates through your official website. You might have a channel manager and displaying the same price, the same availability, not only to the OTAs, but also to your booking engine. However, the thing that actually your clients wish when they enter the official website is to see something different as a package, as an experience. So that's why we have something called package deals. Package deals is a very new section where the hotel can create multiple packages which include experiences and services. So you can have a very nice picture saying that this package costs, let's say, $1,000 for 5 overnights. When you click learn more, you have everything that this package includes and the policies, cancellation, whatever you need. And when somebody clicks book now, he will be driven again to a search result. This package is valid for 5 nights, as this was, and you can see all the rooms that have packages. So it's the package view and not the room rate view. So actually you can see that classic twin Superior has, let's say, active holidays. When you click on the rate, you can see what it includes. So in package deals, you can have a separate page and also a separate redirection from your official website directly to this page, directly with the search you wish, and also have sorting like tags inside, so you can have for couples only packages, adventure packages, whatever you want to sort and specify to the segment that you want to target. Coming back to the tabs that exist here is something it's called agent login. Book Online Now runs a B2B platform. So actually small travel agents, wholesalers, big wholesalers that might not be connected to GDS or they might be not connected through channel manager can register to a B2B platform of Book Online Now. So actually what happens then, they can enter directly through the agent login and check live prices, live availability that exist from the hotelier. So actually, if I come to the back office, this is called travel agents. So you receive affiliation requests from travel agents you might not know. Or if you wish, you can ask the small travel agencies to register in B2B platform in order to enter and affiliate with you and see direct prices, live availability. So actually, you can see affiliations and you can decide the commission that you want to cooperate with each of those travel agents coming on board. Coming on the front end, this is the version, the individual version for each hotel. When we are talking about hotel chains, we have something called portal edition. So actually here, all the hotels are being displayed. So actually from this point, somebody can see all the hotels that exist from the chain. Of course, there is an area, so you can decide the areas and you can have sorting areas. There is a cross-selling between the hotels. So one sister hotel, if there are 2 sister hotels in the same area, if the one doesn't have availability, we propose the other. So actually, what we do, what I'm talking about, centralized database and loyalty scheme. We are talking about same offers or same packages that you can run in chain level. So it's a very dynamic thing in order to have centralized connection of all the hotels. And also, as I told you in the back office of Book Online Now, there is a great option in order to isolate these either in desktop, either in mobiles. Of course, book online now. You've heard Frank from Sabre talking about meta searches, talking about triggering messages. Of course, book online now has huge connection with global players in the field for meta search like TripAdvisor, Trivago, Booking Hotel Ads. There are banners, triggering banners that you can also see at the booking engine, like this example here. So you can see the direct price and what you gain by becoming a member. So all those are things that engage the client and keep him in the booking process. Of course, when I'm requesting a room and I'm checking rates and availability, there might be somehow, in some cases, no availability here. So Book Online now has a dynamic availability calendar which shows the best available rate of the hotel. However, for each rate plan, for each package, for each discount package that you run, we have a dynamic availability where somebody can scroll and check a rate plan that exists in later stages, or if you are flexible in your stay. As soon as you select a room type, of course, there is an in-between step. If a hotel wishes to activate that, it's for upsells. This is the extra section, so meal plan section. You can upload and have the option for your clients to select anything they will buy prior to arrival. Something that is going to be on production and will be live during September is that this step will be an individual step. So actually, we will have the extras individually being booked without somebody needed to book a room type. So if you want to make upsell, so if you are a spa hotel, for example, and you wish your clients to book directly spa, this step will be individual step. You can have a link directly in an extra section through your official website and drive him directly here. There is also in the back office of Book Online now, we use a lot of marketing tools, and especially regarding the mail settings. So talking about mail settings, it's the opportunity to create the mails that are sent to the clients, like registration, reservation, cancellation mails with the feel and look of your desire. So if you have a web designing team, but our team can help you as well in this, you can send us the feel and look that you wish in order to implement and get the brand awareness that you wish also to the email sent to the client. So there is a pre-arrival and post-departure email as well. So somebody from the back office of Book Online now can send 1 to 12 days prior to arrival or 1 to 12 days after departure to the client, a special email, let's say the pre-arrival, describing how they can come to the hotel, maybe have the link, as I told you, for the extras. So actually, by this way, you force upsell of your hotel and services or amenities facilities that you might have. Keeping here in the back office, of course, there is a huge variety of reports. So I will concentrate a little bit on this quick graph dashboard. Dashboard is at a glance very quick view of the performance of the hotel. So actually, you can see how many reservations you got, how many requests. When I'm referring to requests, those are demand searches for specific period. So coming to this front end, I've searched for 9th of August. So if I go here on the graph, I can see those requests, demands, searches analyzed for specific period. So actually I see for which period my clients are searching for. If I go deeper to reporting, I can see from which countries those are coming from which devices those are coming from. So actually very quick, I can see the conversion rate and what each source can do and what it performs. So if I know from which countries the reservations I'm coming from, if I come here to rate plans, I can isolate, as I told you, rates for specific countries. So this way, let's say I'm located in Greece at this point. There is a huge request from Arabian Gulf. So if I wanted to create a family rate plan and isolate it only for the Arabian countries, then here I can come very easy in the rate plan and include this only for the Arabian Gulf region countries. On the other hand, there is something called fixed exchange rate in our system. There are countries that have a huge problem with the conversion of some currencies with their local currency. So actually from the back office of Book Online now, you can achieve creating rates or discounts that have a fixed exchange rate included in comparison of, let's say, dollar to Argentinian pesos, which we were talking earlier with Vinicius. So this is the part of the rate plan. Something that is of a need at this period is also the connection with payment gateways. So the security of the transaction of the client is of high importance. So actually, of course, Book Online now is PCI compliant. We can make and store the credit cards in our system. However, many countries right now are interested in having a payment gateway implemented inside the booking engine process. So what happens here is that Book Online now is connected globally with more than 20 payment gateways, the huge ones, of course. And whenever somebody clicks on the confirm and there is a deposit included, then directly you get, let's say, the amount through the payment gateway. This is called billing section in our system. Billing section is something like an accounting system implemented in our back office. So from this point here, you can check how many, if you had reservations that had a deposit, if there was a completed deposit, you can even refund and charge through the back office the reservation of the clients. So actually here you see that the total amount of the price of the reservation is $90. The payment was 50, so the remaining balance is 40. So you can very easily come and export those. So if you have check-ins, so further, if you don't have a PMS and you would like to check which check-ins you have at a specific period, and if you have charged those, you can very easily export those and directly check all the statement and give it to the accounting department in order to know what was charged and what was not charged. Taking you more in the back office, of course, I will not analyze a lot in the management, which is the initial setup. I will take you back a little bit to the reporting, or let's go to customers. Customers, as I told you, is very easy to implement. So actually, you can even come manually and add, if you have an existing hotel portfolio, client portfolio, let's say you have a PMS and you come on board of us and you would like to continue or work with a loyalty scheme with your existing clients, you can give us an Excel sheet. We can enter all the details, name, password if you wish, and also apply him to a specific VIP loyalty scheme. So in each client, of course, that exists in the booking engine, you can come and even decide if this client doesn't need to use a credit card at the final step of the booking process. So you can assign a specific loyalty level. So you can say that this is a gold member, and you can even decide that he doesn't need a credit card at the final step. Talking about hotel operation, we have something called call center feature. By this, each hotel, if you have a centralized reservation department, you can come to this section and create username and password for your personnel, for your agents that, let's say, have the opportunity to take the calls of reservations of your clients. So by creating username and password to those agents, they can come very easily here by member login, enter inside in our system. When you have somebody on the phone, let's say I had Theodoros on the phone. You wish, you enter through your credentials because you're a travel agent. You come inside and directly through the process, you can decide which room type with live availability, live rates. You can check and decide which room type he wishes. So he tells you, for example, that he wishes the superior and he wishes the free cancellation room. You continue the booking process as an agent, and you come at the final step, and the booking engine that will not ask you for a credit card because you're a call center agent. So actually, you enter the details of the client here at the front end, even his email, and you confirm the reservation. Automated email will leave to the client requesting him by a link given to add his credit card detail. By this way, the reservation then is confirmed. And if you're using a channel manager and a PMS, this will reduce the availability, this will reduce the effort that your team is making by manually sending it, because usually the requests coming from an email or from phone include many emails that are going back and forward in order to finalize the reservation. So by the call center feature, somebody can finalize the reservation and the client also enters the credit card in a secure environment. I think, Vinicius, I've told most of the things regarding...
Theodoros, you still have 2 minutes more. I recommend you to use, for example, Victoria, to express something that Bookline now is the unique platform on the back end that can have, for example, Marriott's events totally undercover. Correct. And is the unique platform that can do this all over the world.
Correct. So actually, correct. So actually what, Vinny, thank you very much, Vinny, for that. Actually, when we are talking about, let's say, hotels, you know that they have special packages, special deals that they run. So one great example is the one that Vinny is talking, is that somebody can, so this is Vitória Hotel in Brazil. So actually they have packages that include stays, honeymoon packages, wedding packages, all the packages that they have thought about of adding value to the stay of the hotel. So if I click this, the booking engine will open, but isolating only the packages that include. So you can see that this is a very dynamic thing to achieve. If you wished, you could only have this romantic package displayed. So it's a very dynamic, not only to display rate plans and accommodation actually, but creating packages in order.
I don't want to interrupt you. You are at the end, you are my boss, but I just want, if you let me, add something. The most important with the Bookline now, what you can do, normally all the booking engines, when you have a rate plan for Facebook, Instagram, or LinkedIn, or email marketing, or an event, or a marriage, what they do, and if you put money there, they link you directly with the website. And if you take the ads and send to the booking engine, you'll need to search for that package. We will still have some new technologies that can show you the package. However, Bookline now has an experience where if you set money on Facebook ads, not Google hotel ads, Google ads, Instagram, events, marriage, you will know how many clicks you got for each rate plan. And you're going to see if you spend, okay, I spent $2,000 on my face ads. How much money I get back? Normally, you're going to use Google tag to show you that. But Google, you're going to show you, okay, go there, go for different rates. And with Bookline now, what you can do is create a specific rate to be shown only for that ad. And the person will be looking for only that ad. We need to go for the pandemic stuff is not a good thing to show, but maybe go in 2018, it's better. But Bookline now let you create like islands of merchandising. When I say islands, it's like to be Greece. In Greek, you have a lot of most and perfect islands. However, you never know how you sell. And if you put money on Facebook, Facebook will tell you, you spend so much, how much I get in revenue. And you go to your Google Tag Manager, you're going to say, okay, your campaign, come here in your website. For website, you got X number of reservations and an amount. However, with Bookline now, you will know if you put money in Google and Instagram or an event or in a marriage, is the unique platform that don't need Google Tag Manager to tell you how much money you did. And if you did something wrong and you didn't get money, it's not Bookline an issue. isn't a marketing issue. Sorry.
Right, so no worries. Thank you very much. So actually, this is what I'm showing right now here. The thing that Vinicius is pointing out. So you can see that the romantic package has 3,100 requests. How many reservations you got? So actually, you can see by this, not only, of course, Book Online Now is connected with all the conversion trackings that we are talking about Google, okay? But what is actually Vinicius pointing out is that from the statistic part of Book Online Now, you can see exactly the performance your marketing team and the effort they spent and the money they spent into the campaigns if those were, let's say, converted into actual reservations.
And we have more than that. Book Online Now have an technological architecture that at the moment you can segmentation. However, it's not a booking engine as I'm so sorry, Theodoros, don't be angry with me. It's not a booking engine anymore. Right now, it's like a tour operator because you can sell your hotel. And if you have a chain of hotels, you can have your own operator B2B and connect and have your own agencies connecting through you directly and managing everything. So Book Online Now right now is not anymore a booking engine, even if they still selling as a booking engine. But it's my only opinion. Sorry for that, but it's true. It's a different way to, because you can use, for example, Book Online Now. If you're a destination, let's say you're in Thailand, you have a place in Thailand with a beach that you have, for example, 25 hotels. All the 25 hotels can have different booking engines. However, you can build a destination based on Book Online Now, provide direct sales for B2C and also B2B. Is the unique solution that gives you the opportunity for a really small amount of percentage.
And it's a tried solution. We did that in the past, and we still continue to do that. You know that also.
We have an OTA for that. I just need money to make that happen.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for all the. I will include right now Mohnish because Mohnish will gonna kill me.
Yep.
Mohnish, are you there, my friend? Mohnish sleeps. Says okay. Vinicius, take more than.
He's here. Don't worry.
Mohnish, welcome.
Hello, Mohnish.
Ray Tiger is one of our global partners also. Mohnish, welcome here. Thank you, Theodoros, for everything. See you later, Mohnish. So right now you will have 25 to 30 minutes. Because Ray Tiger right now is, in the beginning it was a channel manager and a rate shop. Right now you are a revenue management system, a rate shop, distribution, booking engine, website, BI, 360 BI. So it's your turn, man.
Thank you very much, Vinny, and a very good afternoon, good morning, and to people hearing me out today. So I'll quickly share my screen. Okay.
Just go on the bottom, okay.
Yes. Can you
here? Now your screen is there.
Very well. Great. So eRevMax. So we started our journey back in 2001, and it's been 2 decades, and we are in this industry. We have seen lots of up and down, and now post-pandemic, I think we got more stronger compared to last 20 years. So eRevMax, we are based out of US. We have our India office as a technology center, and we do have our legal office in Singapore. We work with more than 10,000 hotels, connected with more than 500 channels worldwide. And we work with various partners in terms of booking engine, PMS, tour operators, many. So here are the number at glance. So we work with more than 10,000 hotels. If you see our rate and availability update, we've done around 579 million per year, 8 million per year reservation transaction, 300 million rate shop data, which we have shopped. So this shows like the power of our connectivity as well as the amount of data which we work with, right? So hospitality technology need not be complicated, right? And we are there to help hotels to automate pricing, online channel connectivity, and room and rate distribution process. So all that which you can spend your time making your guest happy. So everything in one platform. All right. So next time, whenever you are speaking to for your channel manager, you must ask you this question, okay? Which channel would give you maximum exposure? How many people, how many channel, room type per channel and days can your hotel manage simultaneously? How well your interconnectivity between your and feature of updating your promotions directly to the OTAs. We do help our hoteliers by building a healthy distribution mix. By not only connecting you to the OTAs, we assist you to connect you to GDS, meta search, and all indirect solutions like tour operators and various others connectivity partners. So this is kind of a flow where we work with currently. We started back as a channel manager in a rate shopper company, but we are evolving towards CRS. The key benefits, which I will talk about, like how we can assist you in the area of distribution. For sure, we can widen your distribution at a very competitive cost. We can eliminate the need to manage separate extranet. Many channel managers, they are only open on weekdays. We support 24/7/365 technical as well as customer support. Okay. We can maximize revenue through participation in the right mix of channel connect program. We can provide your properties and chain the ability to build their own custom booking engine. We have an integrated dashboard, which I'll be showing you in my later part, where you can have 360-degree knowledge of your hotel performance and status of your connections for whatever action you have taken in real time. A bird eye view at a chain level or a group level business. Again, we say we are flexible, scalable, and customizable because we support all room types, rate plan, and types, which are your base and linked rates, meal plans, pricing types, including promotions, room-based, and child pricing. Our ecosystem. We support you on your online distribution channels by connecting you to more than 500 OTAs worldwide. Real-time ARI update, our ARI success rate and our reservation delivery success rate is 99.9%. It is not me saying, it's our OTA partner who mentioned us this. We can connect you to all the global and regional channels and at one time, making sure that making you global and regional also. If I say that, like if you have guests coming from Japan, we can help you to connect with Rakuten. If you have guests coming from Russia, we can connect you to Osterburg. And same way from UK, we have Mr. and Mrs. Smith. So similarly, we have our OTAs list and our ecosystem is really wide open to help you to widen your distribution. We can assist you in your direct booking we do have our own booking engine, and also we connect with various booking engine partners worldwide, and we work with all top booking engines of the world. GDS and corporate, for sure, we can help you to connect to GDS. We can help you to participate in RFP participation, but through a tool called Lanyon. And also we can connect you to the wholesalers, tour operators, and offline channel also. And we can also, if your hotel has a ancillary website or a website for your membership, we can connect them also and make sure that if you get any reservation from there, we can deliver the same on your PMS. We can help you to understand the profitability of most productive source. So we can tell you which channel or which source is more productive and with which you should do business. We can again help you with consolidated data insight at one place, where all your online sources, including your meta search, OTA, GDS, brand website, and give you a control, complete control of your business. Again, we can assist you with intelligent data insights on revenue, booking pace, occupancy, channel performance, unifying your pending action in one place and making your daily workflow a lot simpler. Again, any solution you work with today, the user-friendly interface, it's one of the best, one of the task and one of the thing which every revenue manager or a GM or a reservation manager, they evaluate, right? Our user interface is very friendly, and we make sure it's kind of a plug and switch, right? Plug and play solution. We do assist you with business intelligence tool like our rate shopping tool. And next time, whenever you are searching for a rate shopping tool, you might also ask your vendor or your partner that what are your competitor charging your hotel for the properties. They can give you this data. When are your competitions are changing rates? Where are you placed in the relation to your competitive set across channels? How can you efficiently leverage rates to your best advantage? We can help you to shop multiple parameters and identify your rate movements and monitor your competition, everything at one place. We can shop rates on multiple nights as well as multiple room type in one go. Also, we can let you know how to monitor your competition and your price movement, including close and open dates. The rate parity, again, in case if any of your OTA is undercutting you or selling you cheap, we can notify you on our dashboard. Again, comparing your apple to apple, basically comparing your competition on their gross net rate or site rate or different date range and parameters. Again, if you have a solution, they should have certification. We are a GDPR approved compliant company and are ISO certified as well as PCI certified companies, which allow us to handle your sensitive data like credit cards and transfer it to you.
Mohnish, your communication
Our system
is
uptime
off a little bit.
is 99.9%. We support 27 people and have more than okay. So this was a introduction of the company. I'll quickly share.
Mohnish, you can hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Vinny. Can you hear me?
Yes, I recommend you to turn off your camera because we're having a really gap to understand what you're saying. Maybe just showing the screen the presentation. I'm so sorry to bother you.
No worries. Can you hear me properly now?
Yes, right now we can.
Okay. So from a server-based solution, we have moved to cloud-based solution, and you can access it anywhere in the world. If you are in US and you want to manage a hotel in Hong Kong, you can do that. So currently, we are available in English, French, and Spanish. If you have a requirement to make us local in your language, we do have a capability to do that. So the moment you subscribe, you get a user ID and a password, and you sign in. So the moment you sign in, if you're a group hotel, this will be kind of a landing page for you where you get a performance quick statistics of your room nights sold, revenue, reservation, average rates, market index, and many other parameters which you want to add here. Like quickly, I'll show you, like if you are one of the hotel, assuming you are Live Hotel London, what we do, we have an AI-based solution here where it backed system which let you know what action you need to take. Being a revenue manager, we keep on adding, diaries and notes and Excel sheets. But I can assure you that the moment you subscribe for our solution, half of your Excel work will go. We recommend you a few actions, like in case if you have any opportunity with Agoda to do your sponsor listing, your private sales or promotions. If there's any channel access failure, we'll let you know here. In case if there is a booking.com opportunity, for an example, you can manage it from your, if there's any rate parity instances, which I was mentioning in my presentation, say today for 8 July, your website is selling at $259 and booking.com is selling at $190. You can directly select the rates here and you can update whatever rate you want to sell it, and you can update the website, right? We can notify you which channel goes under maintenance. No show invalid credit card details, you can directly post to booking.com. We can, if we get this data from your PMS, we can let you know what is the area variances, your occupancy, your low production data in case of revenue. And again, it's a special feature of booking.com. If you are a Netflix hotel, you can directly update your Netflix details through us. Quickly, I'll show you managing your availability and rates. At one place you can do that, that is managing rates. You have different date range option here. You can do it daily, weekly, monthly, quarterly, yearly, or you can set up your own hot dates, which is your high occupancy dates, like selecting a date range also, which you can do. You can update up to 2 years in advance to all the major channels. So here you just need to put a rate, and here say your availability is of 10 rooms. Okay, you just need to click update. In one single click, all your rate packages, everything gets updated. So this change happened on a property level. You can also have a master close if you don't want to open any or close any channel directly from here. Okay, you can manage restrictions like close to arrival, minimum length of stay, maximum length of stay, everything from here. So this is what I was doing on a property level. Now you tell me that, Mohnish, I want to work, I want to only change only one particular channel. You can do that also over here, and you can manage different channel in different currency. Okay, so this was updating rates and availability, but suddenly you were on a call and you need to go and close your hotel. You got a call from your hotel that your hotel is getting sold out. So what do you need to do? You need to come on master close. You don't have to log in here also. We do have a mobile app, you can do it from there also. So most probably now here, which you see on 29th, you just need to create all sites and update. So your that day particular is closed. But if you don't want to, say on 30th, similar situation happens, you don't have to close every website. You just need to unselect one and do a partial close. You just want to close one channel. So these all action which you have just taken right now, I'm sure you need to know if this action is actually going through or not. So we do have a special feature which many channel managers again don't have, that where you have an update confirmation tab, which over here you can see whatever action I have taken is getting recorded. So this is one of the cool feature which we have, and it is appreciated by various hotels. In case if there is any failure due to internet down or maybe server issue, don't worry. Within 24 hours, whatever action you have taken, it gets captured over here. You just need to come over here and click on retry. Okay. So this is something a basic about channel management what I wanted to show you. Along with this, what we do, we help you with the analytics also, like in terms of which, say for the month of July. Okay, so we let you know in terms of revenue or room sold, which source has given you what reservation, what is the room type, which room type is giving you more business, which rate plan is giving you more business, what's the lead time people are taking to book your hotel, and the length of stay for sure. You can download this report in an Excel and a PDF and go for your morning meeting, use it in your PowerPoint presentation and many things, right? And similarly, you can also filter it out by whatever option you want to see it. You want to see stay or book data, you can do that. Similarly, we show you summary view. So for example, OTA, today Agoda has given you 25 room night and 13 reservation for the month of July. But if I ask you what profit you have made there, you might need to go back to your finance, you need to recalculate it. But here you have a ready data where you can say that this is the profit which I'm getting from Agoda, or room type. Which room type is more profitable for you on Agoda? Which rate plan is more profitable for you in Agoda? You just need to put your acquisition cost over here, which is your room selling cost or your commission and whatever cost is needed to run your that particular channel. So that's something like with the channel management, we have a little bit of analytics, which we help you with. And recently what we did, we have a promo and we have all this here as a shortcut where you can see directly gross net, like the profitability of all the sources, your OTA widgets, say what is the booking revenue and the cancellation revenue of any channel, and in case how many days this channel was closed, which is the best room type if you have on that channel which you're selling. The moment you click here, you get to see which each and every day which room type was sold really well for you. So you do more of a category selling on the OTAs. And similarly, we have various other features too. It will take longer time, so I'm just going through over. If you have any third-party solution which you need to work, you want to us to integrate with, you can use your third-party tools like your reputation manager, or you have any third-party solution like a revenue management tool. You can do it. We can integrate it over here also for you. So you can create your promotions now directly through us. Your basic deals, country rate, early booker, last minute deals, mobile rate and profile rate to almost all channels, like all major channels like Booking, Agoda and Expedia. We are also working with trip.com. And next big thing is coming up is a content update. So you need not be going on the extranet of any OTAs. You can directly update the content also through us. Okay. So this was a little bit about our demo, which I'm sure once we connect next time, we can show you in a detailed way. Now what I have a very, hold on. I have a very small testimonial for you guys to hear from the horse's mouth from one of our hotelier what they spoke about us. Okay, so I'll quickly share my screen again.
Mohnish, I'm so sorry, just to let Matthew Chapman that's waiting. Matthew, we have a delay for 5-7 minutes, so we will let Mohnish show and finish. I'm so sorry for the delay. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Vinny. Sorry, thank you.
Mohnish, please share the screen again. I will set it up here, please.
Hi, Vinny. Can I show the video, or you want?
No. Yes, you can show the video, man. No. I didn't tell you to not show. Just set it up, please.
Okay.
Great Tiger is a very good product that I like all the time. I mean, from the beginning when we took the software, and the best part of the software is like, whenever we needed something, we asked, and the developer got it done the way we want it. So that's the best part of it. And the other part that I like about Great Tiger, it goes directly from your system to the OTS. There's no intermediate to wait at the time, and it's much faster to push the rates. Successful in the customer support. Second thing, developing the software that we wanted. I mean, no other software would do that. I mean, developing the software the way we want it. When we push rates, it confirms back to me right on the spot that those are pushed and confirmed went through real-time confirmations. If there's a failures, I can still see it right on the screen rather than going back on the later on to look at the report. So we can see not the report, but the real-time live if there's a failure. No, we don't. I have, a 60 OTS connected to a Tiger? 60? Wow. And I don't have an issue with it. Huge. That's huge. I didn't know that. Yeah. distribution is about how fast you could get it done. I mean, I think that's the way I like the Rate Tiger part of it, that it's a fast pace and there's no delay between the push and the live on OTAs. I think that's what makes the difference on rate being updated simultaneously, and there's no delay on that. So yes, it gives you better ADR if you want to go that.
What would you say is
the best software I have ever used?
Wow. Yeah, round of applause, guys.
Thank you, Vinny.
Thank you so much for the presentation. Do you have something else that you want to set it up here? I'll want also Matthew Chapman with us. Matthew, if you're there. Hello, Matthew from Vibe. Welcome, man. I'm so sorry for the 7-10 minutes. We have some delay. It's my fault. But
not a problem at all.
Mohnish,
of course it does.
Thank you so much, man.
Thank you. All the best, Matthew. Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mohnish.
And Mohnish, will be tomorrow. I think tomorrow I'm lost because right now is Wednesday, but I start working on Sunday. I'm based in Brazil, so I really mix here. So Matthew,
indeed,
welcome.
Thank you.
You have 25 minutes to present yourself, your company, share your screen. Go ahead. It's all yours, man.
Thank you very much. Right.
I'll button. You have just a share. You click there.
Yeah.
I just authorize the share.
There we go.
Now it is. You can put full screen if you want. All yours. Thank you.
There we go. Thank you. Right. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, wherever you are in the world. Obviously, we can't all be together learning about travel technology and enjoying it face to face, but we can be thankful for video conferencing, bringing us all a little closer and enabling this event. So it's good to be able to talk to you. So I'm not going to demo much of our product. I don't think there's a lot of time. We can't get into everything, and we much prefer to get to know our customers really well and really tailor what we do for them. So I'm just going to talk a little bit about some of the challenges that people are talking about and about how we can help. And I'll try and get us a little closer to on time as we go through it as well. So I'm Matthew Chapman. I'm Chief Technical Officer at Vibe. I'm one of the founders of the company. Been working in travel and technology for 21 years now, both as a travel agency and managing software solutions and developing them. We at Vibe are a global travel booking technology provider. Obviously these figures are pre-pandemic, although we're still going strong and eagerly looking forward to recovery over the coming months. But we put over £1 billion of sterling revenue through Vibe each year with our customers. We process over 2 million bookings. Over 95% of those are automated from the customer arriving on the booking system and finalizing their travel. Well connected to lots of suppliers. We're live in over 20 countries in over 15 languages, including Arabic and simplified Chinese. So as I say, I want to talk through some of the issues that everyone's talking about at the moment. One of those is obviously border entry requirements. As of yesterday, and we all know this could have changed significantly overnight, some of the APAC border entry requirements at the moment, Australia is fairly straightforward. The borders are closed with minimal exceptions or exemptions. And it's about to get, I believe, even harder from July the 14th with a reduction in the number of permitted entries. Thailand was attempting to reopen to the fully vaccinated in October. However, the opening of the Phuket borders under the Sandbox program last week has already seen a spike in the virus, and we are waiting to see what happens there. In Bali, a recent spike in COVID cases has delayed the July border opening indefinitely, but Indonesia does have a backup plan of vaccinations, having a holiday and getting a jab, which I think is quite a cool idea. Hong Kong has a 5-tier classification system that governs the requirements needing that you need to meet for traveling from different locations. So obviously it's a big problem, but it's importantly not a travel industry problem, and it's not a technology problem. Border requirements are confusing for travelers. Information's sparse. you need to get on your departure and destination country government websites to find out about these requirements, because they're changing so frequently. And what's even worse for the traveller is that the rules might change between the time that you book and when you travel, which really hurts confidence in travel. Quarantining and isolation. This chart shows the distribution of travel restrictions imposed in APAC. The research was done by the United Nations World Tourism Organization, and they say as of June, 70% of countries in APAC have completely closed their borders. 21% have a partial closure, and that includes the countries where those who are permitted to enter require testing or quarantine, and then just 9% are open with testing and quarantine to all tourism. The data was published just 2 days ago, but it also importantly shows a global trend towards opening borders and replacing those closures with evidence and risk-based approaches to restrictions, which is good news. We're fingers crossed heading out of all of this. But again, all of the quarantine and isolation is not a travel industry problem, really. It's not a technology problem. It's just a temporary disincentive for travellers to travel. Finance and resources is a big one for everybody. Most, if not all, travel companies facing reduced sales and turnover. In many countries, there's been a big lack of financial support from the government for the travel industry, and it's left businesses with very difficult decisions to make. Vibe itself, we've had to make redundancies and use furlough, which is really disappointing even on a personal level. We've had to provide support to our customers who are in even less fortunate situations than themselves. But again, this is not really a problem that's restricted to the travel industry, and it's not a technology problem. It's a temporary resourcing problem in money and staff. Consumer behavior is changing. Travelers aren't traveling to the same places at the moment due to health concerns, both due to government restrictions and guidance, and also due to personal concerns and health concerns of travelers. People are tending to travel domestically because borders are closed, or they have to quarantine when they get home. Those that can travel are heading to different places, often within smaller geographic regions, or using travel corridors like Australia and New Zealand. And much of the world hasn't been able to travel for 18 months or more, but consumers are still dreaming about holidays and counting down the days to travel again. And the TTG Asia was reporting that recently that 77% of APAC travellers are ready to take to the skies again. And the top two reasons they give for that, for their confidence in wanting to travel, are being fully vaccinated and the lifting of international travel bans. So people are keen to get moving. And while some countries and regions may take longer than others to return to normal, travel will return everywhere. People are eager to get back to travelling. But again, importantly, it's not really a travel industry problem or a technology problem. It's just a temporary change, and things will get back to normal. So what are the technology challenges you need to prepare for now? Well, ultimately, nothing big is changing, and there are no significant technical challenges that the pandemic's brought on. There may be one or two around proof of vaccination, but ultimately we feel that that's likely to work in the same way as visas do, where information about that is researched outside of booking tools, directly with destination government websites, and any proof like traveling to the US, making sure that your ESTA is up to date, or you've got your visa registered, will all be done on the government's website. These behavior changes will be temporary, as I say, but there are still some changes, and therefore choosing the right technology partner is more crucial than ever. So talk a bit about what we think is important in a technology partner. A successful technology partner should be knowledgeable. At Vibe, we are all travel people. We come from a travel agency background. We understand the nuances of travel, the industry, such as GDS and fares and all the complications that brings, of distribution. Our travel experience allows us to use technology in innovative ways and truly understand what travel companies are trying to achieve with their websites and booking technology. As a company, we literally exist because of a lack of travel industry understanding from some software suppliers. But before we were using third-party software, and it wasn't great. We found some suppliers saying that they do travel technology are really just technology companies that happen to write software for the travel industry, and that important distinction was a problem for us as a travel agency. So we decided to build our own tool, and a couple of years later, Vibe was born. At first, we felt that selling our internal travel agency software to other travel companies was a big conflict of interest, but we underestimated the value of our travel experience and our travel knowledge. And our clients actually love that we travel people and that we write software and we can communicate them not only about technology, but about travel in detail. We understand our customers' businesses and their problems, their aims and their ambitions, and we translate that knowledge into great software solutions. A successful technology partner should also be nimble. The travel has faced and overcome significant challenges over the years: economic crashes, terrorism, volcanoes, distribution, and NDC, the current pandemic. Sometimes these things require immediate changes, even if they are temporary. In today's travel world, there's no way a company can wait months for a new launch or for new functionality. The fastest solutions to react are the ones who will succeed. So development needs to be extremely agile. We've been very fortunate during the pandemic to have a couple of projects that have come our way, and client wins that we've had. One of those is a client needed the ability to utilize various parts of the Vibe platform and build on that quickly with bespoke development to launch a mandatory hotel quarantine program for their country. They needed to allow travellers permitted to enter their country to book their transfer from the airport and their mandatory hotel quarantine online, also allowing staff members to book via call centres. And they had a lot of complex requirements around hotel inventory management, pricing, data collection and manifest reporting, connecting together ground handlers, operational staff and management teams. And we turned that project around from the request to launching in just 2 weeks. It's now been used for over a year, and we're doing thousands of bookings a day. For another government, we were asked to produce a system that allowed their citizens and residents to book repatriation flights at the start of the pandemic. Their solution needed to allow the government to lease aircraft, load that inventory online, take online payments, and produce suitable passenger reports for the airline. The project we designed and built and released in just 1 week. These projects just wouldn't have been possible without our extreme agility and nimbleness. Being able to react quickly to project demands and feature requests is critical for our customers, critical for everyone. A successful technology partner should also be collaborative. We're all facing the same challenges in the industry, even in normal times. We all share the same goals, and we truly believe that working together is key. We don't offer exclusivity on functionality in our platform. Once we've developed a feature, everyone has the ability to access it. All of our customers use exactly the same code base, and we just switch on and off relevant parts of our platform for the client as per their needs. Our customers don't get one version when they sign up and start working with us. They get an always improving product, both from client-led and both Vibe-funded features. But flexibility is key. The features might be the same for everybody, but the way they're used and the flexibility they have allows every company to differentiate. Our approach allows customers to share the cost of new functionality. Customers work together to improve on each other's ideas, allowing everyone to benefit from a better solution. One example of that is our hotel contracting system. Different clients have worked to improve different areas, from rate management to manifest reporting, multilingual support, structured cancellation policies, tariff sheet downloads, Importantly, each of the customers that have collaborated on improving that system now have access to all of those features without having to fund that entire project. A successful technology partner should also be relevant. Like many in the industry, you've probably had to make hard decisions about staffing levels. Making efficient use of staff time as travel recovers is absolutely crucial. We need technology to help smooth those daily responsibilities and make them quicker and more intuitive. We need to automate repetitive and laborious processes. For example, no manual payments, no manual fraud checks, no manual availability or pricing lookups or updates. In many places around the world, staff are continuing to work from home. Many departments are working geographically remote. So solutions need to be accessible globally to fully support remote working. Our customers also tell us they're seeing a rise in multi-city bookings, that travelers are wanting to visit more of a country, or where there are corridors to be able to visit multiple cities in different countries in the same trip to make most use of their time out of the country. We found that no solution offered complete flexible online bookability for those sorts of trips. So we built it. We've got an intuitive solution, allowing huge customer choice as well as agent flexibility and producing those packaged and guiding people towards great multi-city holidays, all bookable online. We're constantly developing and releasing new features almost daily. We keep a big proportion of our development roadmap very short, so we can provide relevant functionality in a fast-changing world. We provide tools to automate about 95% of bookings, as I mentioned, leaving staff to deal with the things that really matter to the business and make efficient use of their time. And we're a software as a service, so we're accessible anywhere, fully supporting remote and home hybrid working. A successful technology partner should also be trusted. We've got a broad and significant experience providing solutions for customers all the way from 10 bookings a day to as many as 20,000 a day, servicing clients globally. For example, we're working with major brands worldwide like the Royal Automobile Association of South Australia, with Qatar Airways and Discover Qatar, and we're powering the Skywards frequent flyer redemption point system for EasyJet flights here in Europe. Our customers are in many different markets and many different travel verticals. So whether you're an OTA, a DMC, whether you're in corporate travel or selling via many different channels, we've got a solution that will work for you. Many of our clients even have a core businesses outside of travel, but still sell travel to their customers, such as our media partners like The Guardian in the UK. So to summarize, the pandemic has had a huge impact on all of us and has affected the travel industry perhaps more than any other, but we don't believe these changes are long lasting. We don't believe they'll have a big impact on technology, and nor will they permanently change the way people travel. Certainly the impact on technology powering booking solutions is limited, and the pandemic doesn't really present any challenges. So travel technology is there waiting to be used. It's just a waiting game for countries to manage their way through the pandemic and to open up their borders and for travelers to regain their confidence in getting out for both business and leisure. So if you are looking for a successful travel technology partner that can power your post-pandemic recovery, and if you're looking for one that's knowledgeable, nimble, collaborative, relevant and trusted, then we believe Vibe can help you. So we'd love you to get in touch with us via our website or by dropping an email to our sales team.
Thank you so much, Matthew, for the excellent presentation.
No
Welcome to Travel Tech. I'm gonna add
right
now with you, Loïc is our next person. Loïc Tassinari. I'm so sorry if my pronunciation is bad, but for me, I know it's Italian, but Tassinari. Come sono italiano, per me c'est Loïc, c'est français, Loïc Tassinari. Matthew Chapman, thank you so much to be here.
Thank you very much indeed.
We hope you can also, and Vibe can be part of Latin and EMEA, because we have another 2 events this year. September, we have Latin and Spain. November, we have EMEA, Europe, Middle East, and Africa. And March, end of Feb, beginning of March, we have finishing our event. We with US and Canada. We welcome.
Sounds like we can travel the world together.
Thank you so much for your presentation. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers. Bye-bye.
Loïc Tassinari, welcome. Welcome to be here for an Expedia group. So awesome. For everybody that is attending us right now, Loïc Tassinari will explain all the new revenue management systems and few tools that Expedia has that most of the hoteliers that use Expedia don't know. And it's very important. Or maybe he's playing other things and I'm just rushing too much. So Loïc, thank you so much. Be here. You have your 25, 30 minutes. Go ahead. It's all yours. I'm just going to set your screen here so you can start. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And thank you. I think it's a good introduction. And thank you for having me today and for doing travel tech in APAC, because I think a lot of the attendees know that we cannot always attend all the webinars across the world, if it's in London and New York because of the time zone.
Expedia is one of our sponsors. Expedia is a sponsor for Travel Tech and the second edition worldwide. So, and we are really happy to have Expedia, because normally Expedia do not support or sponsor other companies in the world because we're too big. And we are a total independent event. So thank you so much to be here. Go ahead. You have your 25, 30 minutes to express all you want. Thank you.
Thank you. So my name is Loïc, and I'm in the Revenue Performance Solutions team at Expedia Group, and I'm based in Australia. And today I'll share a few of the solutions we offer to partners and how revenue performance will help the lodging industry overall rebound. But to start, I think if we're here today, if you think of all the attendees, we are passionate about one thing. It's travel. And we know that travel has the power to change lives. It opens our mind. It helps us understand other people and cultures. And I couldn't be here without travel, because I'm originally from France. I'm in Australia now, living there. And I just can't wait to travel the world again. But I think you all agree that the pandemic has made everything a bit more difficult. And when we think of APAC, as Matthew was sharing before, countries have different level of restrictions, different level of recovery. And when travel recovers, it goes pretty fast. And I can tell you that this doesn't make the job easy for revenue managers, because they always have to adapt to change constantly. But this also means revenue leaders are in a unique position to demonstrate the value they provide to the organization and the value of the discipline within the broader travel industry. So today, I'm going to share a few things. I'm going to share how our solutions help revenue leaders optimize revenue in this context. And instead of me just telling you how to use our solutions, I'm going to share how revenue leaders are currently using it today to be more successful. So let's see how they use data and technology to make informed decisions and drive revenue performance. Our mission in the Revenue Performance Solutions team is to basically democratize revenue performance insights and level the playing field for all lodging and vacation rental partners. What that means is that whether you're a small hotel, boutique hotel, large hotel, or you manage a vacation rental, we want to help you make revenue decisions by giving you the right data and insights. And we want the experience to be quite simple, quite intuitive, and especially time efficient. Because I think we'll all agree that time is precious, and we don't always have as much time as we would want to. So we are making this possible for lodging partners with Rev Plus that they can access in Partner Central for conventional lodging partners. And then for vacation rental properties, they can access Market Maker in the Vrbo dashboard. And this is those two tools where you will basically find competitive rate intelligence and market performance to maximize your revenue. And the good news is those two solutions are free. And there is a word I've mentioned quite a bit in the last 3 slides, is revenue performance. So let's see what I mean by that. Revenue performance is basically an approach that evolved from the traditional practice of revenue management. I think you'll agree that relying on historical data to predict demand is a bit difficult at the moment. And that's fair enough, because demand conditions in the future are constantly changing and it's hard to predict. It might have worked before COVID to think of the past, but that doesn't help anymore, right? I think if you thought of, if I had 50% occupancy today, last year, it doesn't mean that today, this year, I can expect the same. So to tackle that, we've seen a shift in the way revenue leaders use data to make decisions in this new context. And so basically, a revenue performance approach, the focus is now on maximizing demand with both forward-looking data, so thinking of the future, and historical data. And all of that in the context of the market and the competitive set and how they are performing. So how do we do that? Well, we need three things to adopt this approach. The first one is we need to have access to real-time pricing data, because things change all the time and you don't want to be caught when something changes. Two, you need access to forward-looking demand indicators to basically prepare to the future, to see what's ahead. And three, you need actionable insights, because you want to make sense of the data. You don't want to spend days analyzing it. And I think I've done it before. So where can we find this? Well, lodging properties across the world are using our solutions to grow revenue performance. And I want to share with you a few ways how these partners are finding success today. So let's go. Partners that are finding success are thinking forward and not backward. What that means is that they think of the future, they think of what's happening, what's going ahead, and not necessarily backward, what's happening in the past. They typically want to know which dates customers are searching for in the market so that they can prepare. And that's an example of forward-looking data that helps revenue leaders. And this is something unique that we have at Expedia Group that we display to you in Ref+ that I'm going to share with you. So if you want to see which dates customers are searching, let's see how you could do that. This is Ref+. This is basically where you can see your rate, your competitor's rate, and you get market demand signals. And what we've introduced in Ref+ is search demand. It helps properties see the page views for any upcoming stay for the next 365 days at either a market or some market level. So basically, it gives you a good overview of the search demand and when customers are searching in your market. So for instance, here, I can see on the 24th that there is about 4,000 page views in my market. But on the 1st of June here, there is about 1,000. It sounds simple, right? But what can you really do with this data? How do we make it actionable? Well, let me share how partners are using success with this data. It basically helps them understand if their price is well positioned to capture demand on any given date. So for instance, if the demand is high, like on the 24th, maybe this could be an indication to maximize rate. And if demand is low here, well, maybe it's an opportunity to do marketing initiative to grow visibility, because there might be more competition these days because there are less people searching. These are some of the questions that would come to mind to partners. But by knowing the demand on any given date, it becomes a bit easier for you as a revenue manager to know what actions can be taken to take more share. I think it's just a great signal that tells you what's happening in the market in the future. And for the vacation rental partners that are listening in today, we offer the exact same insight in Market Maker in Verbo dashboard. So here, for instance, you can see the number of searches this year, the number of searches last year, and you can already see trends happening. And so with the same type of insights, I think it gives you a complete picture of the demand in the market. Now, when revenue leaders know when customers are searching, the logical next step to know is, well, which dates are already being booked? Because maybe guests are searching, but does it mean they are booking? Maybe they're just looking, right? Maybe they just want to explore. So how can you know? Something we've heard often from partners was the wish to benchmark their own occupancy to the market. They basically wanted to know whether the current occupancy at their property was ahead or behind the market. And I think a common revenue practice in the past was to compare the occupancy to the same time last year, which we also call the pace. And while it can be helpful, it's only a glimpse into the past. It can't be changed anymore, right? It happened. It doesn't tell you what's happening ahead. So let me share with you our properties are finding success by comparing their performance to the market with Ref+. So to help partners think forward, we provide a solution for partners that we call the current market occupancy. And what it is it's an estimate of the percentage of sold rooms in a market. You can think of it as the current occupancy level as of right now for the whole market. And so now here you can see in the calendar that on some days I can see the occupancy for the market. So on this day, the occupancy is 65%, 70% for Friday, so it's quite high. But then on the 29th and 30th, it's a bit lower. So let me share how our partners would typically use it. For instance, here, I can see that there is less demand towards the end of the month. So this could be an indication that the market has a late booking window, which is one way our partners would use this metric. But another way our partners use this metric is to compare the performance to the market. They would ask themselves, okay, am I ahead or behind the market? For instance, on this day, is my occupancy higher than 65%? Am I ahead of the market? Or is it below 65%? Am I behind the market? If they're behind, then they would think of actions that they can take to generate more occupancy, right? And if they're ahead, well, they would consider what tactics are working. They would try to see, okay, what should I continue doing well because I'm already ahead, and this gives me a comfort that everything is going to be okay. I'm already ahead. And finally, this metric also helps improve forecast accuracy. I think forecasting is more and more difficult when you can't predict demand. But by taking it into account external data, just like this one, it can help you create a more reliable forecast. And what I like about this is that this data will change every day. So what that means is that you can optimize your forecast as time goes as well, as the month goes. Okay, we've seen how forward-looking data help anticipate what's ahead. And we know when people search and when they book. And to be honest, we could spend days looking at the data. But what can we do with it? What actions can we take? So let's review how partners that are finding success are managing to attract demand from different types of travelers. Because as you know, travelers have different needs, they have different motivations, different booking behaviors. And I think you all agree with COVID, their needs have changed as well. What that means is that a blanket approach wouldn't work to convince everyone to stay at your property. You always need to do something a bit different to target different travelers. So let me ask you this. Have you ever asked yourself, well, I want to attract frequent travelers, maybe international travelers when they can travel, long stays or families? And how do you do that? Well, in order to attract demand, you'll need to know if your property stands out to these travelers. Do they see you? And two, if your price is competitive, to show value to them. But it's not always easy to see the price of all those travelers. It's not always easy. It requires a lot of manual work. And then we know revenue managers don't have time to do all of that. So that's the type of questions we are trying to make easier to answer with RevPlus. The first one is the package. So we've recently introduced the package competitive price page that you will find on RevPlus here. What it does, it helps partners review their package prices. So for Expedia, it means it's when a customer books a flight and a hotel. Now what you can do is you can see your price here that includes the flight and the hotel, and also all of your competitors. And the reason partners want to know that is because package travelers are a segment who often stay longer, they book further in advance, and they can cancel less. And previously, to compare this type of pricing to attract this segment, it required a lot of manual work. Probably had to go on the live websites to see where your price stood up compared to the competition. So by exposing this price data in RevPlus, it will save time. It will help you be more competitive so that you can see how you can offer strong value to those travelers. Because what I love about this is now you can be in their shoes. You can be in the shoes of the travelers and see how your property compares. And you can think like a customer trying to book a flight and a hotel, and you see everything in one place, and it gives you an idea of where you stand. Another traveler type that partners are finding success with are those who have loyalty and book frequently, the members. And previously, it was also time-consuming to know how you were priced to the loyal audience of members. You probably had to go on the live sites again. So what we've done is to help you target these travelers with the right offers. We've exposed the members-only rates within RevPlus. You can see these rates by just clicking here on change, and then you can just enable the prices here. So what will happen is you will see your rates and your competitors' rates and see the ones with members-only rates. This is in real time, and it's available for the next 365 days, like any other price data in RevPlus. And so it's another simple way to see how your price is positioned to this audience, to capture it. But again, it helps you be in the shoes of a member and see what they see which property they would more likely book when you can see all those different rates. And to help target the many other type of travelers, partners would typically customize the rates that they see in RevPlus with different parameters. So for instance, you could customize the length of stay, the room type, the international country of origin, and any changes you do here will change all the rates that you see. So you will see your rates changing and your competitors' rates changing based on the parameters that you changed. Because the demand around you can change quite frequently, right? But so does the pricing of your competitors. You would want to know where they stand. And what we found is that many of the successful revenue leaders use these different parameters here to target travelers with the right offer. What if I want to see how my price looks like for my higher room types? When you change that, you will see that, and you will see your competitors as well, higher room types. So I think it's another way to see how your price looks like from a different perspective, so that you can target different segments in an easier way. Okay, we've seen a few things. We've seen how successful partners use forward-looking data and attract different type of travelers. And so far, we've mostly talked about price. And offering the right price is important, but is that all that matters? At the end of the day, price is all about the value that customers perceive, right? So another way our lodging partners are finding success is by adding value, by simply increasing flexibility, but not necessarily by changing rates. Let me share that. I think we'll all agree that the flexibility has become increasingly important for travelers. They want peace of mind that they can change their booking without a penalty, especially if they're unable to make their trip. And at the same time, travelers want more value in everything they buy. But if you already have flexible terms, you're probably wondering, well, do I need to do more? And if you don't, well, you might be wondering, when does it make sense to offer flexibility? So to help partners be more competitive, what we do in RevPlus is that we expose the cancellation policy for the lowest available rate for your property and also your competitors. So here I can see, for instance, my cancellation policy, the cancellation policy of my competitors, and my rates. And in this example, we see that here it's very flexible. I can cancel until June 19. Here it's still flexible, but less, until June 17. And there is a $10 price difference. Now, as a customer, which one will you choose? For some travelers, the perceived value of having increased flexibility is probably a better deal for them. They will find more value in it. And so basically, by viewing the cancellation policy side by side with rates is a way for revenue leaders to have a holistic view of what's happening in the market in one place. And I think it makes it a bit easier to make decisions. Okay. What we keep hearing, though, is that revenue leaders want things to be simple. And revenue management can often be perceived as daunting, complex, and overwhelming. And I'm sure we've all felt lost in the data before because we have so much data. And because of this, many of the revenue leaders wonder, well, how can I simplify my approach? How can I make my job a bit easier? And often lodging partners would tell us, well, revenue management is too time-consuming. I don't have enough time to look at everything. I just want something simple, right? Something more efficient. And what they needed was a way to gather the right data and insights, take action, and move on. They don't want to spend too much time analyzing it. They still want to take action quickly and move on. So to help partners simplify their approach, what we do is we put everything in the price grid here. And so you can basically see your rates. You can see your competitors' rates. And you can see the demand in the market. And then you can also check if there are any alerts to review. But basically, you've got everything in one place so that you can spot trends. You can identify opportunities. and you can make decisions. It's a lot of numbers, though. So if you are more like me, and if you prefer something visual, we've recently introduced the chart view. You can see your rate and your competitors' rates, and also the demand signals. And revenue leaders told us that they are successful when they quickly identify trends, when something is changing in the market so that they can take action. And this, I think, is a great way to do that, because we can see here something is happening in the market. Maybe I need to react. Maybe I need to see what's happening so that I can make a decision. This makes it quite easy. And typically, after properties simplify their approach, it's time for them to set themselves for success so they can continuously do it. And lodging partners that are successful manage to stay informed and stay ahead, despite having little time to check everything all the time, right? So how do they do that? Do they log in every 2 hours to see if the market is changing, if the X of Y competitors have changed their rates? There must be another way, something a bit simpler. Because partners frequently tell us, well, I can't keep track all the time of what's happening in the market and within my comp set. And it's fair enough, because travel demand changes all the time, and so does the tactics of your competitors. So if you knew when to pay attention, well, you could stay informed and stay ahead without spending too much time on it. So let me ask you this. How often have you missed a chance to change your rates because you didn't know something changed in the market? Well, RAF Plus notifications solve for this. And typically, successful revenue leaders customize notifications to avoid missing out on revenue opportunities. So what happens is they will get an alert when something is changing in the market. For your property, maybe it's important for you to know when the average rate of all of the competitors change, maybe by 10% or 20%. Because if they all increase their rates, then maybe there is something happening in the market and you want to know about it. Or maybe you want to know a specific competitor changing their rate. So let me show you how this would look like in real life with the rate optimizations, which is my favorite. We are back in RAF Plus, and I can see all my rates here. And I can see on the 9th of May, there is this rate here in red, $65. And my competitors are at $143. If I click on this, I'm going to get an alert that tells me that my rate of $65 may be low. And there is a data science algorithm in the back that surface all those optimizations. And here, for instance, what it found is that my typical price range is this one. My competitive set have changed their rates. And so maybe it's an opportunity for me to increase my rate. So this gives me a guidance that, okay, there is other things I need to check. Maybe I need to check my occupancy. Maybe I need to check if we've received cancellations. Maybe I need to check if we forgot to change the rates. But there is something happening in the market, and we give you that guidance. And if you manage a vacation rental property, you can also access a similar type of price optimizations alerts in Market Maker in Verbodash. So here, for instance, I can see that my rate was $369, and there is a guidance that it could actually be increased. And here are some recommendations. Finally, I hope you've all enjoyed hearing about how lodging partners across the world are finding success by taking a revenue performance approach. But something to note is that revenue performance is a team initiative. It needs to involve everyone. And I feel like you should not feel as a revenue leader that you are the only one at the property that should bear the responsibility of revenue performance. So by aligning every member of your organization to your revenue objectives and empowering your team to take action, you will be in a better position to achieve success. So I encourage you all to align your team on your plan, create a culture where every role helps drive revenue performance, because they will set you up for success. So before I go, I'll ask you this. What actions can you take starting today to help your property have a revenue rebound? And we've seen a few things today. So thank you all for having me today. It was great to be here. I wish you all a lot of success, and we'll be happy to help along the way.
Thank you so much, Loïc, for your presentation. I will add, side of you, Aman, Kumar, Gupta from Simpletel that will present their solutions. Thank you so much. Present the solutions and everything that Expedia can provide for all the hoteliers worldwide. Be welcome. Expedia is a sponsor. We're going to have also Expedia on Latin and Spain, and we're going to have Expedia also in EMEA and US. Loïc, thank you so much to be here. It was an awesome presentation, and see you soon. Cheers. Mr. Aman Kumar Gupta, how are you
Hello,
based in
Vinicius.
Canada? For you, what time is in Canada right now? I assume it needs to be
It's
2
about
o'clock.
1 o'clock in the morning.
So great, man. For me, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. So awesome. That is part to be global. So for everybody
True.
that's watching us, Simple Hotel is one of the major companies for direct bookings, and a lot of different systems engaged in distribution, but they're focused totally on direct bookings. So I will let Aman Kumar Gupta, Vice President of Simple Hotel, based in Toronto. It's Toronto or Quebec? I don't remember.
Calgary.
Calgary. Okay, I don't know where it's Calgary, but for sure it's a cold place. So, Aman, you have your 25, 30 minutes. Go ahead and present and express yourself and show to everybody what you got. Thank you, man. You can
Thank
share
you
on
so much
screen.
for having me, Vinicius. Let me first share my screen.
Sure. It's not showing yet. You're going short. Now it is.
Fantastic.
All yours.
Perfect. So let me first thank Travel Tech team and Vinicius for such an educational event. And I must say that all the masterclasses and pitch sessions have been phenomenal so far. Just a little bit about myself. So my name is Aman Gupta, and I've been a hotelier all my career life. I have worked in various hotel groups in England and India, and my recent assignment was about managing hotels, a portfolio of hotels in India. I have always been passionate about technology and believe that technology can be the game changer in this fast changing hospitality business. And now I'm with Simplotel following my passion. So Simplotel started in the year 2013 with sheer focus of driving direct book business for hotels. We started when we noticed that bookings for hotels are moving online, and we believe that hotels will need technology to harvest that demand. Talking about online, it was once said by Bill Gates, if your business is not on the internet, your business will be out of business. I think it cannot be more true in current times when e-commerce has or becoming a part of every industry we know. So let's quickly recap the journey of e-commerce. So one of the first e-commerce sites was Amazon, which started just a couple of days back, but in the year 1994. And then just a year after, eBay was founded. And it just revolutionized the way we did shopping and changed our lifestyle. I still remember I used to order, my first order was like once in 6 months. And now from that kind of duration, it's almost like every one single order every week. So now before e-commerce and was introduced in the hotel industry, does anyone recall how we used to book hotels or how we used to travel? Well, I remember a few points. We used to see the billboards or the hotel signs. We used to enter the hotel lobby, get fascinated about the hotel lobby, and then book it, and then approach the lobby, negotiate rates. So this is how we used to travel before e-commerce was introduced. Then in the year 1996, e-commerce was introduced to travel and hotel industry. as it was in that year when Booking.com and Expedia was started, and it just disrupted the entire industry. And since then, various e-commerce travel sites have transformed the way we experience travel. Just to add on that, 81% of customers use internet to plan travel, even before they come into the hotel lobby. And about 60% of them book online. And most of them are using mobile as their device to book than on desktops. So how does this online and e-commerce impacting your hotel's business? Well, clearly, the online presence is now your hotel's first impression and not the hotel reception anymore. Reviews are now crowdsourced, and we need to take care each single of them. There is more emphasis on self-service, which means that hotels who have ease of booking will be ahead of the game. And lastly, knowing your customers has become even more important, which means that the website and booking engine experience needs to be personalized for your regular visitors. Now that we know how critical it is for hotels to be an active part of this e-commerce, how can your hotel and or chain of hotels capitalize on this demand, on this online demand, especially in a marketplace which is so crowded by all these OTAs who capture a massive share of the online business? The only way we see that the hotels can capture this demand is by having a strong brand identity and by adapting the right technology. The hotel's online presence has never been more important, and it takes a lot of small things to drive conversions on your brand website. So I am now going to get into the best practices and key features that Simplitel offers to the brands so that their brand shines online and produces well from their websites. The first one is probably one of the most important features, which is personalization. When you go to booking.com and probably you search for a hotel in any location, but you do not book, what does booking.com do? Well, it remembers you. And when you come back to the booking.com site, it welcomes you with your name. It remembers you what you did. This is no different what they're doing and what your sales team or your front office would do. When they would meet a regular customer, they would not treat them as strangers. They would greet them by their name. They would say, "Hey, Aman," or "Hey, Vinicius, how are you doing?" However, at this point in time, hotel websites are still acting as electronic brochures and treat regular visitors as strangers. But now with Simplitel Tech, hotels can offer this personalization to their guests. As you can see, so anyone who comes on your hotel websites and is a regular visitor, your hotel website will be able to greet them with their name. The website would remember what that visitor did on your website and would personalize the website according to that specific visitor on your hotel website. Moving on to our next key feature is the video. We all know the importance of video in marketing. We are finding videos to be very effective in hotels marketing, and the challenge, however, is to deliver these videos in varying internet speeds. Well, now hotels can share their unique experiences through videos without the worrying about load time, as we have mastered the art. So how we do it is that, or how our technology does it, that any photos or videos which are loaded on our website gets shared on all the servers throughout the countries in the world. And that enables the website to load faster. So anyone who's trying to load a website from New York would be able to load the video or the photo from the New York server. Similar, if anyone is trying to do from London, the person will be able to load the video from London server. So this really helps in fast loading and giving a seamless video experience from your hotel website. Now, this one's pretty amazing, pretty interesting. We don't see website and booking engine as two different entities. So for example, when you go to Amazon or booking.com or Make My Trip, you don't know when you entered the website and then you start searching through the website, and you don't get to realize when you enter the booking engine. However, on hotel sites, there is this Chinese wall between the hotel website and the booking engine, where when you, for example, we do not show prices on the website homepage, and we force our visitors to go to the booking engine to look for these prices. And when they go to the booking engine, they feel that they've entered a different website with a different domain, a different design, and it's completely different. So that's why we're saying that there's a lot of disconnect between the booking engine and website. However, our customers with our website and booking engine do not feel this, because we ensure that there is seamless integration between the website and the booking engine. So now, another feature which I would say that OTAs have really mastered it is the big players have really taken a good control over their sales funnel, the entire sales funnel, and they nudge any visitors on their website so that they're able to complete that purchase from the website. Messages like only 2 rooms left, book now and get so much of discount, or cancel by July 10, or book risk-free. All these messages creates a sense of urgency within the visitors or customers' mind, and that's why people are able to make the booking from their website. Now, with we offer same features that entices customers to book directly from your website, from your own booking engine. Now, another feature which we really talk about is, and this one's quite interesting, is the flexible payment policies. Now, Booking.com has built a full business around pay at hotel. And a lot of e-commerce websites or apps allow orders on cash on delivery. Reason being that due to these pay at hotel or cash on delivery, businesses have seen a phenomenal surge on their orders or on their pickups of a business. Well, our tech now enables hotels to offer the similar pay at hotel to its guests when they're trying to book from directly from their website, as we find pay at hotel drives substantial room nights and can be a good way to pull business during non-busy days. So it's very important that, similar to like Booking.com or Expedia, it's important that we can provide flexible booking options to our customers. Now, who doesn't like extra discounts, those secret deals, right? The Marriotts of the world, or the Genius members of Booking.com, offers private discounts to their members. Guess what? Now, individual hotels or chain of hotels can leverage this smart feature with our booking engine. This way, the hotels are able to not only offer some discounts or entice people to book from their own website, but hotels are also able to get that data, the customer's email from this feature. And we all know in today's time, data is gold. And that data can be used in various marketing activities. Moving on. I'm pretty sure that a lot of hoteliers would resonate with this one. We all know that anyone who's trying to book a hotel, there's a massive shopping around various websites. And as for this article, any consumer is visiting about 38 websites before he or she does a booking from any one website. And so how do we ensure that we're able to make visitors or customers come back to their website and book? Well, OTAs leverage this like how? And what I mean by this is that they would, so anyone who comes on their website, they would start their marketing, they would start sending emails, they would even through SMS, they would start sending them emails about the various offers and asking them to come back to their website and complete their booking. Well, now hotels can leverage such techniques with our booking engine and website, where anyone who comes on your website or booking engine and provides their email address with us, our system automatically starts the marketing for your hotel, whereby that customer would start getting emails, nudging them so that they can come onto your website and complete the booking. So these were some of the key features. I mean, there is a lot of key features on our website and booking engine, but these were just key features which I wanted to share with you all. And we believe at Simplotel, we believe that these features can help you get direct bookings. Each feature improves bookings by about 2 to 3%. And once you have about 30 to 40 of these small features on your website and booking engine, people see conversions improve by 90 to 120%. So hotels can now leverage OTA-like technology with Simplotel. Now, all these features of booking engine and the website, which we call hotel e-commerce, can be managed via our content management system. So anyone who has website or booking engine can control all of these features from the content management system. And the way we have made this content management system is that anyone who do not have any technical background, who do not have those superior technical skills, are still able to manage their website and their booking engine. It's as, let me put it this way, it's as easy as managing your Facebook post. And once you're all done, once you click, the website is automatically synced with your mobile website, and it goes live to the world within few seconds. So really a good benefit, who, especially for individual hotels who do not have the bandwidth of having different designers, coders, IT people to manage their website. Well, with our CMS, you can do it on your own. Having all this website and bookings, all those visitors coming, it's very important to understand what is happening within your website. And what our system does is that we take all this complex data and present it to you in a very meaningful insights, so that you can take some actions and prepare your marketing plans or your sales plans, or have an understanding that who are coming onto your website, which country are they coming from, or what is your booking window, or what are people really looking for on your website. And if there are any kind of choking points where any visitors is not able to confirm a booking or is not able to continue with the booking, our system would capture those choke points and present it to you in a manner that you can rectify those points, so that direct bookings can be increased. So apart from what I spoke about our hotel e-commerce, which is the website and the booking engine, there are a couple of more products which we offer, and one of them is reservation desk. Now, apart from people coming online, people are also calling your hotel. People are calling to make bookings, especially in these COVID times. We have seen this increasing, where people are calling the hotels, understanding about all these policies, and then confirming the booking. Well, our reservation desk has been created in such a manner that without hassle of creating those emails, without having another manpower to manage your reservations, this can be done by our receptionist as well, where any call which comes, the front desk people are able to see the availabilities, see the rates, and are able to send the proposals or quotes within few clicks. And those emails or those quotes which are sent to the customers are actionable emails, are time-bound emails. So the emails which customers would receive, they could see all these details, and if they want, they can click on book now, which would lead to the payment gateway, and that's how the booking can be confirmed. And anyone who is not able to or probably not booking the hotel, one of the main loopholes which we have seen in hotels is that we're not able to do follow-ups. We lack somewhere or the other, due to our operations or high demand, we lack in our follow-ups. Well, with this technology, you're able to do 100% follow-ups and ensure that automated emails are sent to the client till their booking date. And once the customer books, the confirmation emails are sent automatically. Moving on with our last product is Guest Connect, which is the email marketing solution. Now, how are we different from other email marketing solutions?
Aman, sorry to interrupt you. You have more 3 minutes to finish. as we have Carlos Pereira from Roiback also. So
Got
I'm
it.
so sorry to
No
interrupt.
problem.
Please go ahead. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So the last product is our email marketing solution. And now, because I'm running short of time, the emails can be created within a click by capturing your hotel offers and launching campaigns. And with all this, not only we would give you data as to how many emails were open or bounced, we would actually be able to tell you that what was the ROI, how many bookings were generated through those email campaigns. And that is only possible because we have this integrated solutions. These are just couple of success stories of our solutions where our clients have seen a jump of 40% of online bookings, nearly 500% of growth in their room nights. And this is only possible with all these small features embedded in their website and booking engine. So our technology roadmap is that all these features which I've told you, all our products are embedded in such a manner that they talk to each other in a very seamless manner. So imagine that you sent out a birthday mailer to a guest, and when they come to your website, the website greets that person with the name and says happy birthday, and your booking engine gives them a special discount. And this happens all automatically without the interference of any of the manual manpower. So let me just quickly wrap up. Simflotel is already working with more than 2,000 hotels and in more than 15 countries. And thank you so much for giving me this opportunity. I hope the audience of the hoteliers have understood how e-commerce in hotels is very important. And if you like to understand this more in a very detailed conversation, let's connect. You can reach us to our email ID provided there, or you can visit our website as well.
Aman, I just want to correct you. I'll welcome Carlos here with us. But remember, all the sponsors as Simpletel, as Roiback, all of you on traveltech.space, you have your own virtual stand. So everybody, if they want to know more, you can
Correct.
access traveltech.space. You can access there. You can request a one-to-one presentation. And also, everything that we do here in Travel Tech is recorded. And after, when we finish this week, next week we're gonna set all the pitchings individually, not like this because it's 4 hours. Extend the 4 hours too much. So we're gonna have all the pitches edited separately. So like all the companies will be able to share this and will be available for free for everybody. Aman,
Awesome.
thank you so much for your presentation. I'm very
Thank
happy
you
to
so
have
much,
you.
Vinicius.
I expect you in Latin and Spain, and I expect you in EMEA and US and Canada. Be welcome, my friend.
Perfect. Thank you,
Cheers.
Vinicius.
Bye-bye. Carlos Pereira, I'm so sorry for the little delay that you have 5 minutes. That
No
happens in
worries.
the live show, man.
Direct show, yeah. Thank you for having me, Vinicius. I'm not
We
sure.
need to say thank you to Roiback to be one of our sponsors for all the events that we're going to have this year. So we say you thank you.
Well, thank you for organizing this. It's a great opportunity, and it's a very interesting sessions we're seeing today. Okay. Oh, it's popped up now. I'm just worried that the presentation was going to jump in or not.
All yours.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Vinicius.
Welcome.
Hello, everyone. My name is Carlos. I'm the regional manager for APAC and Middle East for Roiback. And today I'm going to do a bit of an intro of, give you an overview of all our products and services and how we help hoteliers with increasing their direct business. yeah, just before we start, I always like to kind of tell a small, short story of the roots of Roiback, because it really helps during the rest of the presentation to understand, how the products and services are built. Roiback started around 2010. It was two brothers. One was, working in the travel industry, commercial leader, and the other one was a software engineer working for OTAs. And at some point, for various reasons, they had to go back to their family business, which is a small hotel group of 3 hotels in Mallorca, Spain. And the reason I tell this story is because when they jumped in, obviously, especially the software engineer was really eager to understand all this online business that the OTAs are tapping into, and really, really becoming big at that time, 2010. And he started to say, okay, well, how could I start to drive this online business to come direct? And he started building his website, and he tried to build his own booking engine. And they very rapidly came into a situation where they had to start investing in digital marketing, and the expense was really, really high. And they came up with these 2 main concepts, which have become like the DNA and of the company, which is the conversion, the importance of the conversion rate, because they realized that it was so hard to get people into their website and into their booking engine, that if they get them in, they need to make sure that they get a good ratio of conversion, because it directly impacts their ROI. I guess that's where the name for Roiback comes from. And also, they were very obsessed with the user experience, as well as looking at efficiency from the operational point of view of the hotel. So conversion and user experience and efficiency are really being the focus and of a company when they developed all the products. So where are we nowadays? Well, we've evolved quite a lot. We've got a lot of technological tools. We continue to help hotels to increase the share of direct business versus the rest of the segments that they have. But one thing that's coming up very recently is cost of the direct channel. Nowadays, with Google, Facebook, Meta Search, there's many tools to be able to attract and get a very big chunk of your business through direct bookings, but at what cost, right? It gets a point where some channels maybe it's worthwhile doing it through the OTAs because they come back with a more effective commission, right? And another point that is also becoming very important is kind of having that visibility of that control of demand, and being able to provide all that reporting tools of what's going on in the market, especially because what we see is a lot of consumers actually going to check the website of the hotels. So that gives us a lot of information, just doing the basics of Google Analytics and seeing how many users are dropping into the website can give you a bit of an insight of what's going on in the market by source markets, etc. So, a basic example would be if last month I had 10,000 users in my website and this month I only have 5,000, well, it's a clear indicator that there's probably a drop in demand, right? So after saying that, how are we organized? So the structure is built. Well, obviously we have a team that's creative team that's focused on not only improving the product, but also looking out for what technologies are coming up in the market, in the travel industry, or that potentially can impact the travel industry in the future. And there's constant involvement there, so it's an important team there that we have, and I think most of the success comes from there. Then we have our own digital marketing agency, focused only on hotels. It's starting to become quite a broad team. And it helps, as we'll explain later. Their main goal is to encourage, or at least to bring qualified traffic to our hotel websites and booking engine. Then we have our Roiback Tech, probably the biggest team in the organization. That's where we have all the developers or all the IT technicians that help us develop the websites and the booking engine. And last but not least, we have the advisors team with DCS, direct channel specialists. Basically, what they are is account managers, with a lot of knowledge in distribution, revenue management, but they also, have the backup of knowledge of user experience on websites, how to monitor the websites, how to audit websites, as well as digital marketing, which is has a broad scope. We are currently in the 3 continents, looking specifically at Asia. Well, with the current scenario, we're sticking up to with our current team, but I'm sure the team will grow once business comes back. As many, we had to right size the team for the situation during COVID. So we did that at the beginning of the COVID. We've maintained the team, very focused mainly on providing customer service. So we had a bit of a cut on the commercial side. But hopefully that will be coming back soon. What I would say is our next opening is going to be Dubai. That market, we already penetrated before the COVID. We are now signing more deals in the Middle East market, and there's a lot of movement going on there. So we now have the opportunity to at least have the budget and the financial reasons to invest in opening an office there. Okay, so let's start with the products. Of course, I guess those who've heard of Roiback before, our core and most successful product is the booking engine. The World Travel Awards of the best booking engine in Europe backs us up on that. And there's several reasons on that. The main points I would say of this success is the attention to detail of how everything is being built up. Okay, we have done thousands and thousands of A/B testing, from simple, like small changes to bigger ones. We've put an example here when quite some time ago we launched the 360 view and the video on the rooms. And we did an A/B testing there. We saw that the conversion ratio increased quite considerably. So we encourage our hotels to use those kind of tools and to upload them to our booking engine. Obviously, all those A/B testings have been focused on user experience, but also ensuring, what is the impact of adapting the look and feel, but also keeping that kind of standardization that allows high conversion ratios. So the basics of the booking engine. Obviously, we do the customization with sometimes we don't do the website. The website is a third party, so we have to integrate fully into that website, which makes it slightly bit more challenging, but we do it successfully. So we adapt with the branding standards of the company. We can even customize the whole menu, the header and the footer. We customize the URL. That's really important, especially from a tracking perspective, because if we start jumping into other tabs or other environments, we tend to lose information. So it's very important to have that tagged in. We obviously adapt. We have responsive solutions, and we adapt to mobile. We'll talk about that later. Our booking process follows the basic 3 steps. And we have a lot of small tools like exclusive advantages, calls to action. As I mentioned before, we've done those small things, those details that make the difference into the booking engine. Another thing that is valued of our booking engine is versatility, especially by revenue managers. What I always say is, whatever you can do with an OTA, you can do it on our booking engine. And that is key, because if an OTA is doing a campaign for you in a certain market or a certain strategy, if you cannot replicate that on your website, where for sure you're going to get some traffic from, I would say, like a kind of a billboard effect, you're losing opportunities of getting that booking direct, right? So just as a basic example, we could even go to the level of if you want to give a 10% discount for someone who is doing a search through TripAdvisor on a mobile device between 9 and 10 p.m. in UK, you could even drill down and do a promotion to that level, which nowadays is becoming very important, because we have within the direct business, we have a lot of channels. We were talking before about social media, so we're seeing hotels now doing specific rate plans or conditions for Facebook, a campaign they're doing on Facebook, or even online here in APAC. The Line tool is becoming quite popular way of doing marketing, etc. Also loyalty and how we can play around with the rates and discounts on the loyalty to ensure that our repeat customers do get the best rates in the market. And optimization. So as I say, there's a lot of features that help us to improve that conversion. Here we're showing a bit of an example of chains of when there's no availability, offering other hotels within the hotel in the same group, offering, coming up with a calendar, showing which of the days that are available. We have a lot of sales recovery tools, and I've seen some of some of the previous presenters showing how they reach out to customers that got stuck in the middle of the booking process by email marketing, even through social media. We work with a shopping cart, which allows us to be, to keep a lot of the memory. So with the cookies, if the customer has to jump out for some reason, then comes back into the website, it will keep all the searches and information that they blocked in previously. Okay, and then upselling and cross-selling. These are also very interesting tools. There's a lot of variety of customers we work with, city hotels, resorts, theme parks, and they all have different needs and different ways of promoting their property or packaging up their rooms. So we have come up with a really decent solution of not only being able to sell packages on their own, that could be like a tour or a transfer, but also add it onto the booking process, so you can select which ones, like we're seeing right now, where you can book a spa during the booking process, and also as we see, we have a tool to encourage upgrades during the final step of the booking process, and that's shown to increase the average, the ADR in 5-10% for the customers that are using between 5 and 10% on hotels that are using that feature. We also developed gift cards. This was actually something that we developed right at the beginning of the COVID, when the hotels were receiving a lot of cancellations. So we quickly developed this tool, and now we're using it for other purposes, and it's becoming a very popular tool. Okay, so we also have our Mobilis Pro solution. So I think this topic has come up quite a lot during these last 2-3 days in travel tech, how important mobile is. What we do is we have a specific solution for mobile, meaning it's not responsive. We do responsive as well, but we offer this separately, and it has kind of a web app solution. The logics behind that is because when you're surfing on your mobile, you're surfing with your thumb, so your experience is completely different to a desktop. You're surfing with a mouse. Also, content has to be reduced. So websites on desktop, you can add on more pop-ups and more content, whereas in mobile you need to reduce because the screen is smaller. But we optimize it in a way, and Google helps with mobile first algorithms to optimize from an organic perspective, from SEO. And as also mentioned, very key for high speed. We were talking about yesterday about cloud computing. So this is one of the I think, important tools that cloud computing gives us to ensure a good guest experience. Loyalty. So we also have built a software so our clients can customize their loyalty and have all the right tools on the front end, but also on the back end to encourage, especially those repeat customers, right? We were seeing that a lot of our customers didn't realize that the amount of repeat customers that are actually booking through OTAs, and those repeat customers actually, it's about taking ownership of your clients. What's the point of paying someone else to bring clients that you already know you already want to stay with you, right? So it's a way of engaging with them, but also an effective way of creating database, right? So you can offer a discount just for logging in, and in exchange, the customer can share their contact details, so allows you to be able to market to them on a regular basis. What do we do with the loyalty? So the tool allows to do specific discounts and exclusive advantages on your website to compete with what you can offer on other channels. We have it integrated with MetaSearch, actually highly integrated with MetaSearch. We're going, with Google and TripAdvisor, we're going to the next level on this. We can push our loyalty rates to the MetaSearch directly if it's identified. And it's really key, especially when you have tiers and you have your platinum guest, right, that goes and is always going to stay in your hotel. And when they search, they can see on the meta search who's getting the best rate. And if they can see their exclusive rate, for sure, no one will be able to offer them a better rate or benefits. Our integrations also we have a kind of exclusivity on loyalty program of TripAdvisor Plus, but there's a bit of an exclusivity that we'll maybe mention that later. And from the front end, it's important that we identify the customer. So we have, we load the cookies for 365 days because it's not only about the pricing, but customers also tend to book through OTAs because it's much more comfortable, the booking process. They have their details already. So having the loyalty program, if I booked last time with my mobile and connected with my mobile, the cookies will remain there. Next time I go in and log into the website, it will automatically recognize me. You can do some personalized messages on the website towards myself and automatically give me the discounted pricing. And when I finish the booking process, it will already have my details. So it can actually, can take 1 minute to do a booking, which is important for repeat customers. Something that we've invested a lot during the COVID is enhancing our loyalty program. So we now have, we've had the tiers, possibility of creating tiers, but we have now created some functional rules, which is a combination of variables that hotels can play around with to select an automation plan or it's an automation strategy to get users to go up and down the ladder, like moving from silver to gold, etc. We also built some accelerators to help hotels and hotel brands reach out to their loyalty customers and encourage them, give them special offers that can accelerate them on that ladder. For example, to move from silver to gold, you must have spent $15,000, but you're currently on $8,000. You can maybe do an accelerator offer. Say, okay, stay with me, spend $1,000, and I'll put you on for gold for the next year, and so on. So those functional rules generally are based on revenue, on room nights, amount of bookings, the length of the booking. So when was the last? If you haven't booked in the last 2 years, then you automatically get brought down to the bronze. There's a lot of combinations, and it's quite cool tool. And another important piece on the loyalty is connecting with CRMs and engaging with those CRMs, because then there's a lot of email marketing and social media interactions that we can do specifically for that for our repeat audience. Then to talk about meta search, so built a platform called Metabase Pro, because when it comes to meta search, there's two parts. One is the integration, right, where you need to push rates and inventory to the meta search, and the other part is the campaigns, so making sure that you're positioned properly in those meta search. So the Metabase Pro, with all the meta search, our connectivity is recognized as really good, and Google values proper connectivities. We work very closely with Google. Another good example is TripAdvisor, as I mentioned before. They've just launched the TripAdvisor Plus, and we are the first internet booking engine that is connected to that tool. And we're actually getting a lot of requests of hotels that are wanting to participate in the TripAdvisor Plus program, and they're being redirected to us because we are the only ones that can actually connect to them. From a campaigns perspective, it does vary between the capabilities of each meta search. Google Auto Ads, you can do commissionable model, you have CPA model, CPC. TripAdvisor, I think, is working on a commissionable model, but at the moment we can only do CPC, except for TripAdvisor Plus, which will be, I believe, on commissionable model. And Trivago works on CPA and CPC. The rest are purely CPC meta search. One thing also to highlight, as you can see on this example on Google Auto Ads of this client in Bangkok, they have loyalty, so they are pushing call to actions. We've set their logo, and this is something typical the big brands like Accor and especially Marriott is doing to encourage and to fight back to those OTAs that are undercutting with coupons or whatever, to show to encourage the user to actually go and check what the hotel has to offer if you log in as a loyalty member. Okay. B2B booking engine. This was a tool that was demanded quite a few years especially from bigger hotel brands that we work with. Allows for the business travelers or what I call the offline travel agents. We can load their contracted rates. We can load specific allotments if necessary, and they would have access through the website to their own conditions, as well as the dynamic rates with an agreed commission, whatever that may be. We can set that at the back end. And I think another cool tool is that we can even set up the credit facilities for those agents or corporate clients. So if they reach a high level of bookings, they may need to make sure they will not have any more access until they settle their invoices. Booking Center tool is a tool that initially is kind of more focused on call center, but is also used by normal reservations team and front desk. What we saw a couple of years ago was that hoteliers were, if you reached out to them from different touch points, they were actually offering you different rates or different conditions, right? And that doesn't really look good. It is a challenge to control that from an OTA perspective, but when it comes to your direct channel, if I'm calling your call center or calling your front desk, and I have your website in front of me, and your front desk is offering me a different rate, well, that does look bad, right? So that's how it all came up, but it's evolved to be a very effective and key tool. Key in a sense of communication, because another thing that we were seeing is communication first internally. What we're saying, the revenue management strategy has to be aligned in all the touch points. Also, the complexity of the direct channel, because now we are seeing that the hotels are doing specific campaigns on Instagram, Line, Google, wherever, and the reservations team need to be able to see that, because if they get a customer contacting them through Facebook Messenger, they need to know that that can be done. Or, for example, if you have rates per markets, so if you have a specific rate for Indonesian market and someone is calling you from Indonesia, you need to make sure that the reservations team or your front desk is able to offer the same rates that they were offering for Indonesian market, because that's what they're seeing on their side, right? Another side of the communication is when we're sending the vouchers and the email, the pre-stay emails, upselling emails, etc. If reservations team is inputting everything on the PMS, the booking engine is not identifying that. And generally the PMS, we're sending a separate email, separate kind of communication. So we need to streamline all that communication, especially if you're investing on a CRM, right? Because that has to be engaged with, kind of align everything together. I hope that makes sense. Revenue strategy, we talked about. Tracking, a very key tool. What we have on our booking engine is, apart from tracking from Google Analytics, we track all the bookings where they're coming from. We create like a partner ID for Facebook, for Line, for WhatsApp, for display marketing, so we can track where all the bookings are actually coming from. Because what we see is that analytics, what we have in analytics and what we have on the CRS, very, very rarely matches. Okay, CRS is really accurate. A good example would be if there's a cancellation or modification of the booking, that doesn't get reflected on analytics. But apart from that, there's some tracking challenges from a script perspective that we lose a bit of information. So it's important to have all that. And what we do is on the reservation process of our call centers or front desk managers, one of the options is, where's my customer contacting from? Okay, so are they approaching me through Facebook Messenger or through email or call center? So we can really analyze the performance and the ROI of all our marketing campaigns. And last but not least is secure payments. What we were seeing is a lot of customers are calling or contacting through WhatsApp or chatbot or whatever. The reservation does the booking, but doesn't have a way of charging the customer, right? So with the booking center tool, you can automatically send them a link and leave the booking as pending, and they would have to go in, log in, and put in their credit card details to secure the booking. Okay, so we're seeing a lot of improvements there. Talking about payments, something that we are really working on and we're seeing that is becoming extremely important and growing very, very fast is payments. There's a lot of payment methods coming into the market, very fragmented by countries. Each country has different ways, different tools, different payment methods. A lot of them have the same basic concept, but still they are completely different companies, right? And there's an upcoming business which is payment gateways, which is growing like mad. There's a lot of them coming. We work with them. It's really hard to keep up to date with them because they're constantly improving their integrations and adding more payment methods. So we are constantly working on with these payment gateways. But what we are doing, apart from the connectivity of those payment gateways, we are building a tool. Unfortunately, I don't have any clients in APAC, but I thought it was cool to explain where we're going towards, because this is already working in Americas and in Europe. But it's a tool that is connected in kind of a two-way interface with the payment gateway. So how does the payment gateway connection work with booking engines generally? We normally connect. We send the message, hey, this, I need you to charge $100, and the payment gateway sends a message back to the booking engine. Yes, I charged it, or no, I didn't. So the booking gets cancelled. Okay, so it's a very basic connectivity communication. What we do now is there's a tokenization, so there's a two-way. So the booking engine can talk to the payment gateway at any point in time. It can store the details of the credit card without anyone in the reservations team front desk having access to that. This is really key because there's a lot of regulations coming up in Europe. And this is allowing us to set a lot of new payment plans on the booking process, like pay 25% now, another 25% a week before you arrive, and 50% on your arrival, and that can be automatized on the system. It's allowing us to do installment plans. I think this is fantastic. It's actually already working in Mexico, especially, where we're getting a lot of demand from domestic market and also from US, but especially the domestic market is booking a lot with installment plans with no interest. So that's something that's upcoming that we're working and we're investing a lot of money in, and it's going to be important in the future, or we foresee. Another tool is a Flight Plus Hotel, a very cool, again, very used in the Caribbean, but we do have, in this case, clients like Sala Hospitality in Thailand that is using this tool. And basically what we do is we connect with our partner Online Travel that allows us to get access to flights and other ancillaries, and package it up with the rooms and actually sell it on the website. So I'm expecting this to grow in APAC, especially in destinations like Samui, where Bangkok Airways has exclusivity in terms of internal movements in Thailand, but also in Phuket, Bali, the big destinations, and who knows, maybe also to the bigger urban destinations like Singapore, Hong Kong, etc. Connectivity, so booking engine has a challenge that has to connect with many tools. We were talking about this yesterday, the importance of all the tech stack of the hotels having to speak to each other. So it's really important for us to be able to connect with as many tools as possible and interact with them, because the more we interact with the other internal tools, the better we can deliver the front-end messaging to the hotel customers. Websites. So yeah, I'm not sure how I'm doing I'm doing fine for time. So websites, what we do, we
Carlos,
use
you still have time. Go ahead, my friend.
How much time do I have? I've lost a bit of track.
You already passed a little bit of your time, but you have more 5 minutes because I did a late. So don't worry.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. So yeah, website development, we're using Python technology. Everything is being done in-house. We have built our own template websites, and I think that is key because it differentiates us from other template software tools, which are generally used for all industries or for all markets. Ours are really focused on user experience on hospitality and hotels. Okay, so that allows us to provide economic websites and effective websites to a lot of hotels. We also do customized websites for those customers or those hotels that do have a unique story and they do need a certain level of customization to reflect the unique story of their product to customers. So yeah, we have all those kind of services. We, as mentioned, we do completely different content and designs for devices. So we talked about mobiles before versus desktop. Here you have a clear example. It's exactly the same hotel, but when you search on it through the mobile, you will find the content shown and displayed as you see on the left-hand side. When you go on the desktop, you have a lot more content on that. So building our own system also allows us to build our own CMS, and it's quite a unique CMS. Our digital marketing agency, I could have 2 more slots to just talk about this side of the business, but just to resume, what we do is we are performance marketing, digital marketing agents, okay, specialized in hotels, okay? We don't generate content. We believe that the hotels should be generating their own content and generating their own message to the market. So we don't get involved in branding either. We just make sure that your messaging reaches the right audience at the right time, okay? And therefore we have a big team, which is broken into we have a team that's for SEO exclusively, for search engine and social media. That team actually works because the retargeting and everything is quite linked. We have an exclusive team for meta search, email marketing and tracking team, and then we have the high management to help with consultancy, and we connect with other providers which have a lot of automation tools, which we feel that are good for direct channel. Our direct channel specialists, our account managers, I feel that this is a very, very key element, because when it comes to direct channel, it seems like something simple, but as I said, digital marketing is a very broad scope that I've just whizzed through on one slide, but there's a lot of things to talk about on digital marketing, but also on website development, booking, how to build your rate structures, how to connect with channel managers, how to engage your travel, your booking engine with the rest of your tech stack, revenue management, knowledge of the market, e-commerce. These guys join the dots together and cover the gaps where maybe your teams are missing, because it's very hard especially for smaller hotels, independent hotels, smaller hotel brands to have massive teams that with e-commerce, digital marketing is very complicated. So we provide that service and that support. What the DCS generally do, they work very closely with the hotels. They agree on a strategy. They agree on what should be the KPIs. What are targets? Are we trying to meet a certain amount of revenue on their business, or are we trying to reach a certain level of share, right? Because we have a lot of clients who are saying, okay, my share is 10%. I want to reach 15% of my business coming direct. That should be the goal for this year. And then from there, we start building the KPIs. We start analyzing the things and how we can reach those tools and work very closely with the hotels. Last but not least, our Roiback lab, as mentioned, this team is constantly working and analyzing what our customers need, also analyzing what is going on in the market, what's going to be new, what is going to be upcoming, and so on. Main examples during COVID that this team has continued to be working on. They've been working on a lot of developments with the meta search, connecting the meta search with the loyalty. That was a big, and then enhancing the loyalty program also. That was a big project. We did the gift cards, as mentioned before. We finalized our voice bookings system, which were working for a long time. Flight plus hotel, that's something that started just before COVID and been developed and expanded across the 3 continents, that tool, during COVID. A lot of things going on in the market, and so same things going on in Roiback. Okay, so just to close off, as Vinicius mentioned at the beginning, you have the virtual stand on the Travel Tech website. You also have my contact details. Please reach out to me and we can arrange a demo or analysis of your specific case and give you some suggestions. I can connect you to some of my team members that specialize in specific areas, etc.
Thank you so much, Carlos. And remember what just Carlos says. I'm so sorry, everybody. For me, it's 5:14 a.m. So I'm like calm, because if I will stay here for 1 hour and a half more, and after that we're going to sleep. But if you want to know more about Roiback, you just need to go to traveltech.space. You have virtual stand. You have all the PDF presentations. You can book a one-to-one presentation with him and know more about Roiback. Also, you have the 3D stand, everything on traveltech.space. Carlos, thank you so much to be here, man.
Thank you very much, Vinicius.
We'll add right now Eva with us, Fayemi. Eva, are you there?
Hello, yes, I'm here. Eva Fayemi.
Bonjour, elle est française.
Bonjour, Vinicius. How are you? Indeed,
welcome, Eva. I'm so sorry
important.
for the delay, but we started a little late today. So please express yourself. Talk about what Bond Connect is creating. That's outstanding job and networking. And of course, count with us for everything with Bond Connect.
Thank you so much. I will put just my timer because I want to be on time, and I will share my screen if that's possible.
Eva, don't
Yeah.
be French. Come on. I'm gonna when you're sharp, don't put your time. Come on, no, don't do that.
No? Oh, okay, cool.
No, but it's too French. My
It's
family
too
is French.
French
Also.
to be
It's
too
French.
strict. I'm
It's
too
too
strict.
French.
Okay.
Go ahead. You have the time. Thank you.
Everybody can see my screen? You can see my screen?
Yes, we can. Yes, we
Okay,
can.
cool.
Take your time. Don't rush. Speak slowly and go ahead. Thank you.
Thanks. So first of all, I want to thank you, Vinicius, for inviting me to Travel Tech. I launched my company very recently, Bond Connect. And for me, it's the opportunity to tell you more about it, to try to get the impression of grasping the right people. But also it's very cool to be amongst all those tech companies who has been pitching already since yesterday. So I feel very privileged. So that was my little thank you moment. So my name is Eva. I am the co-founder of Bond Connect. Bond Connect is an online platform and an online community dedicated to empower hospitality tech experts, consultants, and resellers who would want to find new partners with technology vendors in hospitality tech. And we are here to make the connection between those experts and those technologies, because for us it's important that they create partnerships and meaningful relationships online. But let me take a step back, because Bond Connect company was created recently, and before that there is the journey. And I think it's important for me to tell you my story. Last year, like a lot of people in hospitality, I got sacked after working for 3 years for a travel tech company. And I'm not saying this because I want to have any kind of pity or to blame anyone, but that's part of the story, right? And that's why I'm here today. So, it's quite cool at the end. What really was born after that news was that I wanted to become an entrepreneur, because there was something missing in hospitality and hospitality tech, and it was, how can I help people create meaningful partnerships? And this is when last year I created Bond Connect with my Bond partnerships, with my partner Ruben. The whole idea of creating Bond partnerships was to help travel tech companies to find new partners, new consultants, resellers, or integration partners, because it's important to find the right partner, the partner that fits your vision, the partner with whom you can collaborate on a long-term basis. And no one was really doing that on a consultative basis. So we decided to become, the advisors of partnerships. And we started working with various tech companies, PMSs, RMSs, and so on and so forth, to try to really make them understand that partnerships and collaboration will be valuable for hotels. One of the things I noticed during my experience working in that tech company was that tech alone is really little compared to the experience that human makes it with it. So let's take an example. When you implement a technology, the person who will use that technology at the hotel is equally important for the success of that company. And I have seen that a lot of companies, a lot of technology implemented were really lacking into the product adoption. The good news is that every problem has a solution, and that you have people who are experts into implementing technologies and strategizing how to maximize revenues and so on. And those persons are consultants most of the time, because those are the people who are working on sites and have the experience of the ground, of working on the ground, and they know how to use technology and so on and so forth. So during my progression of working with Bond partnerships, we met a lot of those consultants, and we heard a lot of times that technology should put more efforts into helping them and helping the hotels to have a win-win situation in partnerships. So last year, when I created Bond Connect, that's, I think, ring the bell for me and for my partners. And what we wanted to do is to create a community of consultants and a community of technologies, everyone in the same place, so that you can find each other and reach out to each other based on your area of expertise, based on your skills, and you can create those meaningful partnerships. So let's dive in. What is all about? So when people ask me, hey, Eva, can you help me find some partners? I thought to myself, okay, a network is very valuable. Since last year, everything is happening digitally and online. So how can I help those people to build partnerships and to find the right partner online, right? LinkedIn is difficult because you have billions of people in there, because you don't always have the right contact, because it's not very precise, right? If I want to search for someone specifically in revenue management, in a certain geography, well, it takes time. So when we thought about what we wanted to create with Bond Connect, we thought to ourselves that when I want to find a partner, I would like one platform with all of my peers in hospitality, whether they are, in hotels, restaurants, or bar, but they are in the hospitality market. The second thing that matters to me when I'm finding a new partner is that I want to see their skills and their expertise, because obviously I don't want to partner with someone that doesn't have the right experience, and I want to find a person that is working in the department I'm looking for. The third thing is that I want to get in touch directly with someone, because I don't want to waste time, right? And I want to have an answer fast. And finally, I want to find partners so I can develop business together. So I want to find partners for projects. I made a little video of how can I find partners at the moment on Bond Connect. So if I go on bondconnect.io, I can search experts, which are, let's say, consultants. And I can search by geography, for example, something that I cannot really do on LinkedIn, right? I have the tags on the right corner, which tell me what this person specialized about, what is their focus and specialty, and the software they work with. And I can select them directly. And I've made at least one new connection. So to make it more visible, what is it to, where does Bond Connect sit in the ecosystem? So typically the tech brands, they sell directly to hospitality businesses, hotels, restaurants, bar, etc. But Bond Connect sits in the middle of the tech brand and the experts. Why? Because we've noticed that when a tech brand works with an expert, the product adoption and the easiness of working with a tech is really much more beneficial. So at the end of the day, that's a win-win-win situation for everyone. As a tech brand, I have the opportunity to find an expert who will help me implement my product the right way. And as a hospitality business, I will use that product much more efficiently than alone. Finally, as an expert, I as well, I'm looking for advising my clients, the hotels or whatever. I'm trying to find them, to recommend them the right piece of product. And you need to stay up to date with the new softwares that are rising. So as a consultant, I can go on Bond Connect to find a bunch of products and technologies and decide to work with them. So what is Bond Connect's promise and our mission, if we want to call it that way? For each of our users, we want them to bond, connect, and grow. The bond is, we want our users to create the right fit with the person that they will connect with, because it's important to create meaningful relationships, right? We are all looking for that after 1 year in confinement. And we want to create those bonding with our next partner. The connect is, we want to facilitate the way that you find new partners. So as I was saying earlier, we want to remove the barriers of having to ask for an invitation on LinkedIn, finding the right contact. You know, on Bond Connect, you can basically directly reach out to someone, and that someone is a human being. It's not a random email address. So that's quite, that's in our promise. And finally, the grow. Well, I want to say that throughout this year, I'm not the only one who has been creative, and a lot of technologies out there are creating masterclasses, e-learning, and we want to help you grow as a professional if you want to learn about new technologies. Furthermore, we also want to help you grow your business. So eventually you have the personal growth and the business growth. So Bond Connect is really new. We launched 2 months ago in April, 3 months ago, we're in July now. And this is the first version of the product. So, you know, we are here to stay, and we are here to develop the product based on the feedback that we have from our users. So that's something that is really important for us, to not only create a product that we think will be best, but to really hear the feedback of our users. So since we started, we already have 600 signups, and our projections for the end of the year is to have 2,000 signups on Bond Connect. More importantly than growth, what is really important for us is to build a community of awesome people, and our community is really important. At the moment, we have 400 professionals on our Slack channel, and they are engaging every day to ask questions, to meet some new people, or to basically create relationships. And once again, the creating meaningful partnerships and meaningful relationships is something that people are looking for. So our community is really helping people to build that, and at the same time, you know, to be fun and to be able to have those conversations in an easy way. So I took 2 screenshots of what's happening on the Slack, and there are various examples of what people talk about. But people are asking recommendations on softwares. People are asking recommendations on consultants to work with. People want to find opportunities and get hired. That's the business like. But as you can see on the right, there are also people who are looking to make connections, and we've all missed that, right? So it's really, really important, once again, to just connect on a very, very friendly basis. The team at Bond Connect, it's me, Eva Fayemi, Ruben Westmeyer, and Romain Baron. So it's the 3 of us. The 3 of us have an experience in travel tech, and we are all working remotely. I am based in Lisbon, Ruben is based in Lisbon as well, and Romain in Spain. So we really embraced the online and digital nomad type of experience. That's the world we live in now. And you can reach out to us on LinkedIn. We are very, very approachable for any questions that you might have.
I just want to remember, Eva, that Bond Connect has a virtual stand and a stand 3D on traveltech.space. So if you want to connect with Bond Connect, with Eva or all the others, you can access traveltech.space. Then you have virtual stand or the stand 3D. So Eva, never forget that. And we're going to have Eva for Latin and Spain, EMEA, and US and Canada, because us on Travel Tech want to support that kind of project, that is to create networking and bring knowledge and make people grow. That is the objective of travel tech. Even if for me it's 5 a.m. 30, I still here. I'm still alive. I'm still fighting.
That's
Eva,
perfect.
thank you so much.
Not
to be here.
finished. I'm so sorry. Can I finish the last slides? Or
I'm sorry. I think you was finishing. I'm so
no,
sorry.
I'm not.
Sorry.
That's okay. That's okay. So why would you join Born Connect? That's the question, and there are various reasons. If you have a product, a technology, or if you are a consultant yourself, you want to make noise about what you're doing. You want to find new opportunities, and you want to be on a market that shares the same industry as you. The second thing is that you can come on Born Connect to browse on what are the new technologies out there, what are the consultants working in various regions of the world. So you can just browse on Born Connect. It's an online platform, so it's free, right? The third thing is that you want to engage with hospitality tech or with consultants. And we've made that possible because we have connected the Slack channel and you can reach out to those people directly. Finally, and I think we all struggle in that, is finding the time to connect and to network. Well, we try to make it a bit more easy and to facilitate the way you connect with the right person. So that's why you will find a few specialties and focus on each people's profile. You will find some tags and you can search for the right tag on the person. We're all about hospitality. So Born Connect is dedicated to hospitality, hotel, restaurants, resorts, B&B, vacation rental, you name it. We are not necessarily open to other industries, which I think makes it interesting because it's a niche and yeah, you can basically find what you need. A few testimonials of the people of our users and people who are on Born Connect. What we can see is that, first of all, our users are very happy to find a platform to exchange, to ask questions, and to create meaningful relationships because it's been a tough year. The second thing is that throughout Born Connect, we succeeded to put people together, and we succeeded to help people find their right partner. So we basically are an adding value for businesses. And the third thing is that...
Eva, sorry to interrupt you. I just want to understand how you take reference for the people you're showing.
How do I...
The impact, or what's the major that you take as a reference to set those persons here? I'm so sorry. Don't be angry.
No, I'm not angry at all. Don't worry. I just don't understand your question. You mean like, how did I get those testimonials?
No, because
how do I make the selection of...
And I know most of those people, but they are referenced in your tool. And how they get to be a reference in your tool? That is my question.
Okay, so we basically ask them to write a reference in the tool.
Maybe I did the wrong question. When we go to Born Connect, we have like stars, and we see the top influencers. And I see these people here is the top influencers.
Oh, okay.
How they be a top influencer there? That is my question. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I understand your question. So those people are ranked by the number of claps that they get on Born Connect. So each profile and each expert has claps, and they can ask peers to give them claps for free. It's basically like a like, right? So if you go on LinkedIn and you like something, it's just, it's a like. So on Born Connect, you can just put claps on each people's profiles, and they would get highly ranked based on that.
Thank you so much, Eva.
You're welcome. So what's next, and what is the future, the near future for Born Connect? And it's already available for our pro members, actually. So we are creating a knowledge base because a lot of technologies out there are actually being super creative and sharing a lot of knowledge regarding, courses and masterclass, etc. So we want you to become the rock star that you need to become thanks to classes that are online on Bond Connect. The second thing is the matchmaking. Our role at Bond Connect is to be the connector with you and the next partner you want to meet. So we will install some matchmaking purposes where you can meet another Bond Connect member every 2 weeks, and you can have a virtual coffee, for example. The third thing is partnerships. So it's in our DNA. Ruben and I are partnerships people. We've worked partnerships majority of our career. So it's really in our interest to help other technologies to create partnership programs and to help promote it through Bond Connect. Finally, advertising and marketing. Well, Bond Connect is a source of knowledge, and we have amazing people, amazing profiles on there, and they deserve to be recognized, and they deserve to have the visibility. They deserve to have the right visibility. So we want to help them. We want to help them, and we want to promote those profiles of people so that they can be hired for any projects, or they can just find new opportunities. Yeah, I think that's it now. You can go on www.bond-connect.io and sign up now. If you have any questions, once again, I'll be happy to answer them. And yeah, thanks for having me.
Eva, thank you so much to be here, and remind the public that you can get in touch with Eva and the entire team through traveltech.space. They have their own stand, 3D, and also their virtual stand. Eva, expecting you to have you in Latin Spain, EMEA, and US and Canada. Welcome. Thank you so much to be here.
Thank you so much.
I'm gonna set it up right now. Canary Technologies. I'm so sorry for the delay that we have. Welcome. We're very glad to have you here. Please, you can introduce yourself, share your screen, and start speaking about your company. Thank you.
Thanks so much. My name is SJ from Canary Technologies. Nice to meet you all. I know it's very different time zones in very different countries, so apologies for people who are awake late or up early, whichever the case may be. I know this is the last presentation, so I will make this short. And I'll try to make it a little bit interactive. As you'll hear, Canary Technologies, one of the solutions we provide to hotels is a complete guest management system from check-in to check-out to in-stay, etc. And I invite you all to actually experience a demo of it. I will be showing it to you through the screen share, but you can also experience it on your phone. So I'm not sure if there is a chat feature enabled. If there is, you can drop your email, and then in the background, you'll get an email right now during the demo inviting you to use the guest management system. So I'm not sure if there is a chat.
If you want, you can share your screen on the bottom. You have the click to share. You just set share. I just set it up as admin.
Yep. Okay, great. And then again, yeah. And then if people do want to experience the guest check-in experience, you can drop your email into the messaging or the chat in the screen share. So thank you for having us. This has been a pleasure. We have, it's been 1 year. None of us have gone to any conferences, and it's very, very good to sort of be on these virtual sessions. I am very much looking forward to no more virtual sessions, to be honest. I am very much looking forward to meeting people in person, shaking hands, eating, drinking, and having a good time. So, and that time looks like it's coming very soon. So again, Canary Technologies, we are a hospitality technology company. We are based in the US. We have offices in San Francisco, New York, India, Europe, in the UK specifically, and we are also establishing presence in Asia-Pac as well. We work with hotels in thousands of countries, large brands like Four Seasons, Rosewood, Wyndham, Choice, Ace Hotel Group, Dream Hotel Group. We work with hotels in 65 countries, thousands of properties across the globe, brand standard by many of the large brands out there and management companies. What do? We do two different things. We have a GMS, what is called a guest management system. And then we have go paperless solutions, replacing paper processes hotels use at the front desk today. We really like to do product demos. So I'm going to dive into a product demo for you and show you our guest management system. Just so we're clear, the guest management system has 4 components to it. It has check-in, check-out, upsells, and messaging. So typically, you talk to different vendors for each one of these solutions. You have, is somebody for this, somebody for that, somebody for this, somebody for that. And then all of them have to connect to the PMS, and then they all have to work well together. With Canary, you get the whole guest journey in one package, all the way from pre-arrival to the check-in, to the in-stay, to messaging, to checkout, to reviews, all of it in one full solution. And again, this is brand standard for a lot of the major brands out there. And we are also, working with many other management companies across the globe. So let me actually log in and show you what the product looks like. So you can log in here, and you'll be taken to a login page. And once you're logged in, we'll take you to the Canary dashboard. Canary Technologies is a PCI Level 1 compliant vendor. This is really important because we deal with credit card information, IDs at the front desk. Security and compliance is the most important thing we do. For that, PCI Level 1 compliance is a global standard. It's the same standard that companies like Amazon, Google approach and achieve to provide payment solution. So let me log in and show you our dashboard. This is me, S.J. Sani. I'm an administrator here. This is the Statler Hotel, and this is our check-ins dashboard. Again, the system has 4 different components: check-in, check-out, messages, and upsells. So check-in, what does it do? First, it integrates directly with the property management systems. So all the way up and down the stack, from Opera to Protel to Infor to Muse to Agilogist to Infor, et cetera, all the PMSs out there, we have a 2-way integration. There are some long-tail property management systems in different geographies where we do not yet have an integration, but with the major ones we do. And just to be clear, because I know there's a lot of hotel technology vendors and partners out there, this is a 2-way integration. This is not through arrivals lists or data feeds. This is a 2-way API integration with the different property management systems. We ingest all of your arrivals. We let you know, we know who is coming in today, tomorrow, etc. And we are able to send all of them check-in links, inviting them to check into the hotel today. So for example, SJ was sent a check-in link for an arrival date July 7th to the Statler Hotel, and SJ from his phone can now check in. I'm actually going to show you what that looks like. So let me pull that open here. So I just got an email, and I can't show you the email, but when I am taken to the link, this is the Statler Hotel, and this is my check-in experience. We all know that in different countries around the world, there's a few different things that are part of the check-in process. Credit card, ID, usually signing some type of registration form. So let me go through the experience. And as a double check, you can still hear me and see my screen. I would just like to make sure people can still hear me and see my screen. Yes? No? All right, thanks. So you can review the reservation here. First name, last name, check-in, check-out date. Hit next. We'll then ask for credit card information. So credit card information can be put here. Because this is a demo environment, I will use a demo credit card to log in here. And billing zip postal code, and I'm able to autofill and securely submit. Language translation is also very important. We support languages in dozens of countries, and it's configurable by the hotel. Securely submit. And now I can also upload a government ID, passport, driver's license, whatever I have available can be uploaded here and submit. And we do a check to make sure the government ID is valid. The last thing you'll see here in the process is the upsells. So this is a way for hotels to offer upsells during the check-in process. You can offer things like things from your virtual minibar, the things like upgrades and late checkout and parking. Whatever is configured here can be offered to guests. And it's a very easy way to drive some ancillary revenue to the hotel. So I will request this bottle of red, and I'll also request some water. And now I can sign the registration card and sign here with my finger. This fully customizable form that the hotels can use. During COVID, hotels have used this as a place for COVID declaration and COVID forms. But hotels use it for many different other things as well. Again, it's fully customizable at the end of the check-in process. Once submitted, the guest information is all secured, analyzed, and then sent directly to the property management system that the hotel is on. Now, at the hotel, the hotels will get a message letting them know that a new credit check-in has come back. And when they go into the process tab in the new check-in, there will be another new check-in here in submitted. So I can view all the information here in the Canary dashboard. I can also view all the information in the property management system itself. So I can click here. I can see exactly check-in, check-out, July 7th, July 8th. Estimated time of arrival, 3 p.m. Any upsells that were requested. Payment information here, ID, and the registration card. Again, all of this is fully two-way synced with the property management system. I am just showing you here the system on Canary so you all can see what the data looks like. But everything is synced with the property management system. Now, guests can also use the same platform here to message the hotel back and forth. And so I can, if I hit message, I can send SJ a message. Hi, thanks for checking in. And I can actually reply from my phone. And again, two-way communication via WhatsApp, WeChat, Line, SMS, and web chat. I forgot to mention, with the check-in product, if you are a hotel and property with mobile key, we can integrate with your mobile key provider and issue the key at the end of the mobile check-in process. So that is check-in and in-stay messaging. Checkout's also very similar. You know, it's almost my time to say goodbye to you, and sometimes hotels are saying goodbye to their guests. So at the time of checkout, guests are able to receive a checkout link. And let me show you what that looks like. We get a link over email or SMS to check out from the hotel. It'll ask me what time I'm planning on departing. So I'll say 10 a.m. And it'll ask me for a review, and then it will deliver the folio to my phone once I am checked out and the guest is done. Now, the beautiful part about checkout is dead simple, but very powerful. You find out what time your guests are departing, number one, and that is very important to turn over rooms for housekeeping. So we will send this down to the PMS and other service optimization tools that you use on property and let other tools know when you are leaving. Second, you are able to drive reviews. And what we do here is if it is a positive review, we are then able to send that positive review to the review platforms like TripAdvisor or Google, whichever one you deem is more important to your hotel and your business. And third, during the checkout process, you are able to once again offer upsells. So you perhaps may want to sell late checkout or something to that effect. So I went through the product very quickly. You also notice that we really like to show our product. The seeing exactly how products work is very, very powerful. And instead of screenshots or slides. So hope that was helpful. I will for the sake of time, I know everything started late and we are also running late here. So I will pause here and thank the team for having us. And again, we do the guest management system, and there's other products as well that we work on. But happy to chat and learn more about each one of your properties and through different sessions or a different forum. Thank you, and I will hand it back to the organizers.